this is where you wanna be, cause you know we gon' talk about it. Talk about it. Let's talk about it. Get in here, we in here tonight. So get in here, we in here to vibe.
Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all hear my raspy voice, honey, child. I'm over here trying to jam with my raspy voice, y'all. How y'all doing on this Saturday? Y'all know your girl just woke up not too long ago. up playing fake bingo with y'all in the wee hours of the morning. It was fun though. What y'all doing? I got coffee and water, child. Woo, somebody send me a super chat. Y'all better stop playing with me, honey. God, this water's so good, Lord Jesus. Everybody go drink some water, honey. Go grab you some water and drink some good old H2O, child. It's good for the soul, good for the body. Hey, y'all, who sent me a super chat? Livia. Woo, woo. She said, just because it's Saturday, like, you ain't got to have no other reason. Just because it's Saturday, y'all better follow suit. Thank you, Livia. Thank you, girl. Appreciate you. How everybody doing? I'm all loud. I know my husband probably like, damn, be quiet. I know he probably can't wait till we get in a house. He came in the wee hours of the morning and said, baby, you're loud. Honey, you're loud. He said, you're loud. Y'all, look, I got to improvise, child. I'm about to sit my iPad on top of this Brooks box. Y'all see me? This called improvision, baby. I set my my iPad on it because sometimes, see, y'all don't even know what we be dealing with. As a content creator, y'all know, as a content creator, people that bring content, we got to do different type of stuff, honey, to set up for y'all, child. We got to be looking at one device and another to keep up with y'all, to keep up with stuff. Yeah. I will tell you this, it's not as easy as people think it is. You know what I'm saying? She said, hey, pretty lady, I appreciate you. Thank you, Shanita. Ooh, child, 6 months, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Thank y'all for riding with a sister for 6 months. Listen, let me see, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February. February the 4th, in 2 days will be 7 months for your girl. Raise up, y'all, 7 months. I've been talking for 7 months. Talking for 7 months. I have. Y'all know when I started talking, I had something to say, baby, and I still got some shit to say, baby. I still got some stuff to say, but thank you, Shanita, for 6 months. I got another 6 months in here. Anybody else 6 months? Let me know if you've been riding with your girl for 6 months. Let me know. Thank you, Ruthana. She said, member for 6 months. She said, hey, family, it's Imperial Glam, so people won't be confused, honey. You better let them know. You better let them know. Imperial Glam, y'all. Hey, girl. Shall I let them know, honey? This is Imperial Glam, honey. You better let them know. Tell them to stop playing with you. Tell them to better stop playing with you. Oh, Shanita, girl. Thank you, girl. Shanita gave me a super sticker for $19.99 just because it's Saturday. Thank you so much, Shanita. She said, and you rode hard. You right? Hey, Osama, I ain't seen you in a minute. Unless you changed your name to something else. Y'all see me with my white girl. They ain't the only ones that could wear rose, pink, or whatever gloss, honey, baby. Y'all better get y'all some pink gloss. Make your lips look a little pink, baby. Maybelline, baby, honey. Get some. Look. Can y'all see it? It's called gloss. Maybelline gloss, baby. It's supposed to be a natural look, but I like my lips to look a little pinker. Because, you know, they be acting like us dark-skinned girls can't rock whatever the fuck color we want to rock, but we can. We can. And that's why I'm like, I wish somebody would tell me I can't wear pink lip gloss, honey. You know what, though, for real? Everything that they try to say you can't do, you should do it. You should do it just because they said you shouldn't. Listen, when you turn 40 and furthermore 50, 40 and up, when you turn 40 and over, start doing shit that you've been told all your life that you shouldn't do. That you shouldn't do. You shouldn't do this because you this color, or you shouldn't do this because you short, or you shouldn't do this because you're a female, or you shouldn't do this with everything they told you you shouldn't do. Go do it. Try it. We sit here and listen all our lives for people telling us what we shouldn't do. I can't stand that, y'all. Tell me I can't do something and watch me do it. Tell me I can't and watch me do it. I can't stand that. Stop telling people what they can't do. Just because you can't do it don't mean that they can't do it. I can't stand that, y'all. Y'all just don't know how much I can't stand that. Now, that might be a childhood trauma that I ain't never got over. I was told when I was a child, you can't do this or you shouldn't do this because you too dark, or you shouldn't wear this because it don't fit your complexion, it don't fit your height, it don't fit your whatever. Everything. Listen, when somebody tell you can't do it, to me, I take it personal because I'm gonna show you I can. I'm gonna show you I can, baby, and I'm gonna outperform you. Honey, tell me I can and watch me. Sit back and watch me, baby. Thank you, Shannon. She said, we all love you. Thank you, Shannon, for your 4 months, baby. Appreciate that, girl. Thank you, thank you, thank you. She said, perfect gloss for spring. Yes, honey, it's going to be perfect gloss for whatever day I want it. I got like 4 different colors. Listen, don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. You hear me? Don't play with it. 6 months, baby. I see another 6 months. Thank you, Lynn, for the super chat. 6 months member, you are the one. Thank you, Lynn. Appreciate that love. She said, Amore be hyped when she wake up. Great. Listen, Kimberly, my husband say the same thing. I ain't never seen nobody wake up just so happy. And guess who else said it? My ex-husband said the same thing. How you wake up smiling? Because, baby, what you talking about? Now, I don't wake up all the time smiling, but sometimes I do. It don't take much to get me hyped. I'm drinking coffee. I'm drinking water. I done had some spaghetti. That was my breakfast. My breakfast. I was supposed to go out with Felicia, and I feel so bad because I overslept because I was up with some of y'all last night in the wee hours of the morning playing Price is Right, bingo, and whatever else we was playing. I was up in the wee hours of the morning, but I still owe Felicia some fish and grits. Okay. So me and Felicia are going to hook up real soon. Y'all going to see. We're going to put a skit together or something for y'all. Member for 5 months. Hey, Joyce, girl. Thank you for your 5-month membership, baby. Uh-oh, look at Rachel in the house with the super sticker for $19.99. Just because it's Saturday, baby. Okay. Okay, she said, I was told I wasn't going to make it as a police. I started at 27 and a half years and retired at 28 and a half years. No, she said, I started at 27 and a half years old and retired at 28 and a half years later. Girl, you better show them, child. Who told you weren't supposed to be a cop? I wish somebody would tell you what you not. Ooh, child, listen, that's how you do it, Glenn. You ain't going to be no cop. I bet you I will. The freak. Now, I can tell y'all about my, applied for a police officer in Orlando, Florida, and got accepted, baby. I did. I applied for the academy in Orlando, Florida, and got accepted into the academy. But I didn't go because I let one of my friends at the time talk me out of it. But I'm glad now. I ain't gonna front, Glenn. I'm glad I didn't because they was only paying $38,000 now. And she got me a job making $40,000 at the time. And I was like, this is when the first time I got out of the military, when I was y'all know I was in the Navy, and I took a break from the Navy to the Army, and then I joined the Army. But when I got out the Navy, I was like, I was so happy to be out the military, so I thought, or whatever. And I was like, I'm going to apply. I'm going to be a police officer. And I applied to be an officer in Orlando, Florida. And I was accepted into their program. But my friend, I'm trying to think of her name, Tamika. Her name was Tamika. Tamika talked me out of it and said, girl, me and my parents can get you a job for $40,000. but you got to move. And she said that other state. So I moved to the other state for $40,000. And I was like, well, do I want to do this job for $40,000 or do I want to risk my life for 38? And I chose the other job because I just felt like $38,000 wasn't enough to risk my life. Even though I risked my life being in the military, and I think I was making about 30-some thousand when I got out that time. So, but I was like, nah, I'm not about to get shot at and having to run and put up with Frank and I go bullshit for 38,000. Now I understand they pay y'all more now, but 38,000 was back in the 90s. Okay. That's what they was trying to pay me. So I don't regret not becoming a cop. I'm not going to say that. But I take my hats off to you good cops because there's a whole bunch of sour ass cops out there. Now I'm just keeping it a book. There's a whole bunch of sour, rotten, no good, pathetic ass cops out there. So the good ones get my respect. The bad ones, the hell with you. That's just how I feel. That's just how I feel. She said, I started in 93 and it was more. Well, girl, not in Orlando, Florida, honey. Unless they just want to try to pay me. Because $38,000 was not enough for me to run around and stop where you are. Stop where you are. Hell to the no, baby. I had to think about that thing. Yes, I did. I had to think about that thing. Mine was 1990. Mine was 1998, girl. 1998 when I applied. Yep, 98. And you said yours was 93 and you got paid more than 38,000? You must have been an upstate cop. Because I'm trying to tell you, honey, they offered me $38,000 to run for your life. She said they usually top out after 3 years. After 3 years, you mean you don't get no raise? Is that what you're saying? Top out after 3 years. Is that what that means? You don't get no raise after 3 years? Girl, bye. Now, oh, in Memphis, Tennessee, they was paying. Well, you know, I mean, Memphis do be having some real hardcore. Yeah, that's like going to Iraq. That's like being a cop in Iraq. Yeah, well, they may have paid y'all more because it's more, I guess it's more dangerous in Memphis than Orlando. I don't know, but I know they only offered me $38K. Maybe it may have been some change up in there, $38K and some change. Who else is an officer in here or was? Who else is or was an officer, honey? Now, I do know in Fayetteville, North Carolina, one of our friends was making like over 100-some thousand as a cop, and he retired and said he gets to keep his same amount of pay. I was like, what? She said, I built my house at the age of 30, child. Oh, girl, you was making some good change then. She said, and the crazy people come from Florida. Well, Florida wasn't trying to pay crazy. They weren't trying to pay us to keep them crazy. Oh, Lord. To keep them crazy people sane or tamed or whatever. I just spilled some little coffee. Hold on. Let me clean it up right quick. Child, look, I just spilled some on me. Look at this, y'all. Florida was not trying to keep people. Look at me. I just spilled coffee. Florida was not trying to keep people, trying to pay people to keep people behaving. She said, Arlington Police Department pay so good. Arlington, Texas, how much they pay? What's considered good? What's considered good, honey? It's going to be okay, y'all. She said, after the Air Force, the FBI offered me $80K, was about to suit up then. Raytheon offered me $90K. Oh, yeah. As an engineer, yeah, I would have. But you know what? I heard with the FBI, that low pay, because the FBI do start off low, but that's low just for about a year or so. And then you get paid the big bucks. But I mean, Raytheon was probably better. Raytheon is an admirable company. So you did good. But I would have, let me see. Would I have taken the 80K? No, I would have took the 90. I would have took the 90. Yes, I would have took the 90, but I think FBI retirement might be better. You know what I'm saying? Because their retirement, police officer retirement is kind of equivalent to military. She said, I started at the mid 85,000s in 93. Girl, you was balling. Now, if they would have offered me 85,000 when I first got in the military, yeah, I would have took that too. Yes, I would have taken that too. If they would have in 93, if they would have offered me 85, oh, you said Arlington starts at 85. Damn, that's not bad. They start at 85 now. I never even have I heard of Arlington, Texas. I mean, I ain't going to be no cop. Hell no, them days. Oh, I ain't going to do no work. I'd rather just chill with my retirement. And she says, no, not 85 in Memphis. But where's Arlington? For you young folks that still want to run around and do stuff, y'all need to go to Arlington, Texas and become a police officer because 85,000 is not enough. Not 85,000 is good, is what I'm trying to say. But is Arlington a bad area? Why I never heard of? Oh, it's a part of Dallas. Oh, y'all. She said they got less crime and they pay 85. Oh, Jesus, girl. Thank you, Lydia. 3 months and love it. Thank you, baby. Appreciate you. Listen, anybody want to restart a career? Go to Dallas and become a police officer in Arlington. They got less crime and higher pay. And your benefits is excellento. And your retirement, hey, how many years before you can retire, Glenn? How many years before you can retire? Hey, Tinkerbell, what's going on, baby? Do you retire after 20 years or 30? Sam, you sick, girl? I didn't know you was sick, girl. Everybody gets sick. Everybody be getting sick. She says, at 3 years, you making 6 figures and retire at 20 years. Now, that ain't bad. That ain't bad. Arlington is where the Cowboy Stadium is. It has its bad parts and its good parts. LOL. Okay. Those are 2 different countries, Dallas and Arlington. So you saying Dallas is bad and Arlington is all right? Is that what you're saying? But you can retire being a cop. Anybody interested in being a police officer, you can retire after 20 years. Y'all better go get that retirement, baby. Go get that retirement, honey. If you're still young enough to do stuff like that, run around and, stop, freeze right where you are. Oh, I'm going to take you down, bro. Nah, I let y'all have it right there. She says, good to know. Let me tell my son. Yep, that's what you do. That's what you do. He is going to school to become a police officer. I don't want him working out here in the Bay. I actually went to police academy and ended up being what? I'll end up being an EA tech. What's an EA tech? Yes, pass the information along to your sons, or daughters, because daughters could be police officers too, but pass the information along to your children. She said Dallas would be a challenge. Okay, well, go to Arlington, baby. Somebody said they 2 different places. Go to Arlington, honey. Oh, executive admin. Okay, got you. She said, I went to police academy and ended up being an executive admin, child. That's even better, J. Lou. That's better than running out, putting on a uniform, running out in the streets, playing good cop, bad cop. She said, I hope everyone got Queen Bree tea. She spilled about the new app to get money. I see Felicia on it. I'm going to get on it. Felicia just told me this afternoon I need to join. I'm going to join. I know Brianna put it out a few days ago, and I ain't even done nothing. Oh, Lord. Y'all, I'm gonna get on it. Feel better soon, Sam girl. Feel better soon. She says they can't tell me it's not a new COVID variant going around. Child, I believe it. I believe it, honey. But tell your sons, tell your daughters, tell your nieces and your nephews, if they want to be a police officer, sometimes they might have to leave a little town, their little small town they in, honey, because you might not be making no money. And I wouldn't have dared went back to my town. My town is where I ain't even gonna tell y'all where I grew up from. Not yet. I'll let y'all know another time, child. I grew up in 2 separate places. I think y'all already know one. That's Chicago. And the other one, I'll tell y'all later. But both towns are like, both of them act like Chicago. Both of them are Chicago. I grew up in Chicago and Little Chicago. Chicago and Little Chicago. And I wouldn't move back there for nothing in the world. I'm going to say that. And furthermore, I actually feel sorry for my people that's still there because you cannot be doing nothing. And I mean nothing. And you could just be walking in your house and get shot. And that's a shame. That's a shame. You don't have to be doing nothing. I know a girl who was getting off work. She was leaving her job, walking to her car in the parking lot, and bam, she got unalived. Walking to her car. Yep. But I heard it was because it was a mistaken identity. They thought she was someone else. And yes, she was unalive. If y'all know, her name is actually Ramona. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. But she was unalived. The girl she want no trouble, none of that. She was just walking to her car. That's it, that's all. So some places is crazy, y'all. Some places I don't see how people do it. Hold on, let me adjust my light. And did this work? Hold on, y'all. Some stuff irritate me. I think that did it. So anyway, we're about to get back into, she said it must be Gary. Gary, Indiana? No, it wasn't Gary, but I've heard stories about Gary. I have definitely heard stories about Gary. Maybe we might have a live one day on what do y'all think is the roughest city because they be putting articles out and stuff like that, and sometimes they be a little off. You know what I mean? It's some little no known cities, or should I say, less popular cities that's just rough, y'all. Rough. That I would not advise. Look at you. See, I ain't even gonna say nothing. I ain't even gonna read your comment, but you know exactly what I'm talking about. She said a new variant. I wonder being riding the subway without a mask and been good. Ooh, you might want to put on that mask on that subway, Bokamosa. You might want to put on a mask, baby. She said, I'm in Chicago. It's good, but the people and kids make it so bad out here. I believe that, Tiffany. She said, at Rachel, here in Missouri, COVID cases been going up. We were wearing masks in the hospital and the clinics. Dang. Columbus, Georgia, real bad as well. I bet. Hey, morning chat. Hey, girl. Okay, look, we about to get into our commentary. So we left off yesterday, y'all. First of all, y'all know what we talking about. We are talking about Reesa Tessa and her pathological lying ass ex-husband, honey. He just lied for no reason whatsoever. Even though he's trying to come back now and try to say all the things that she's saying are lies, and that he even tried to say that the baby that she was carrying, that she miscarried, was of another man. That's what he tried to say. I don't believe him, not one bit. I don't. I believe her. And even if he wants to use that as a reason why he didn't show up at the hospital, Ninja, you were staying in her house. Y'all were dating. That's still no reason that he didn't come up to the hospital. Anyway, he seemed like a scumbag, and the more and more he talked, he's going to reveal his damn self. You hear me? But we started off we left off on 44, y'all, because our sister was tired and her sister couldn't go no longer. So, and then I took a nap and then woke right back up. May that make sense? I cat napped and woke right back up. So I am going to start right now on episode number 45. I know some of y'all done finished it. She said another ex stated Reesa Tessa was telling the truth. Ooh! He said he had a house in his studio apartment in an interview. Girl, he said he had a house and a studio apartment neat. What a damn house. Why was he home? See, come on, y'all. We about to hear what she got to say. Here we go, y'all. Here we go. Let's tune in. Let me see what we doing. Right. Is this one it? I think so. Let me just do this one so y'all can see my reaction.
All right, part 45, who the fuck did I marry? So we are now end of July, August time frame. During this time, Legion basically disappeared. Remember, I'm still waiting on the final divorce decree to come up. I'm actually waiting for the 30 days to be up so I can file the divorce settlement form. So I'm waiting on those 30 days to be up. I'm playing nice with him. I'm being cordial. I have uncovered all kinds of stuff. But just in case he was going to act a fool, I was trying to be cordial. So I had spoken to him on like a Monday, and I was trying to get a hold of him for something. But I'm the one that initiated a phone call in the coming days. Never heard from him. Never heard from him at all. His phone was dead. It was going straight to voicemail. And I genuinely was worried. A few days turned into a week. By the time I hadn't heard from him in a week, because I knew he was not living anywhere but his car. I knew that. So this is what happened, y'all. I first reached out on Facebook. Remember, even though he has told me that he had all these siblings, we know he didn't have all these siblings. But remember, I told y'all I had met the brother in Augusta and I had met the brother in Baltimore. These are people I've met. The brother in Baltimore I talked to on FaceTime. The brother in Augusta I've actually physically met, hugged, shake hands, all that. So I reached out on Facebook to people that I remember him talking about all the time. The friend Omar, the brother in Augusta, the brother in Baltimore, another cousin in Augusta. I was doing a search for these people's names, just like, hey, have you heard from Legion? The brother in Augusta told me, no, I haven't heard from him. I've been trying to reach him.
All right, y'all. Sorry, honey. I just checked in on my likes. You guys are not thumbing up my videos. That's the only way I can get these videos out. And YouTube will only recognize, or should I say recommend my videos if they see that people are liking them. I need you guys to hit the thumbs up button. I have less than 100 thumbs up right now. And I got 124 people watching. I need some more thumbs up. Oh, I see y'all doing it. Okay, a little bit more. And I know that you guys forget sometimes, so I'm not beating you up for it because I know it's easy to forget. Sometimes I have to go back and do my own as well, okay? I need a little bit more. I see 82. I'm sorry. I see 82. I see 83. Come through, y'all. Come through for me. Come through for me. I just so happened to click on it on my other device. I see 93. A few more, y'all. Get me to 100 at least. Get me to 100, y'all. Get me to 100, please, and thank you. Get me to 100. Because they look at it. YouTube have a way of knowing. Okay, all right. It's 104. We good, okay? Hold on. Because I know it's always going to be some bushwashers, which is fine. Okay. All right, we got 105. Thank y'all so very much. I appreciate y'all. And also, I dropped the link. I was trying to pin it. Let me try to see if I can pin it. I just pinned the link. So you guys know you can't send me cash apps, but you can click on that link if you want to support and bless my channel. You either could do super chats, super stickers like you guys have done already today, and I appreciate that. And you can also click on this link. Okay, no more Cash Apps, but you can click on this link. But you can pay me Cash App from your Cash App. You just can't pay it directly to my Cash App. Okay, you have to click on this link, and you can pay Apple Pay, Cash App, debit, or Google Pay. Okay, just want y'all to know. But here we go. Let's go.
But the phone's going straight to voicemail. I knew he was living in his car. So my brain was doing everything it could not to go on the deep end. I reached out on Facebook to the brother in Baltimore. And I said, hey, gave him my name. And I said, have you heard from Legion? Now, mind you, the brother in Baltimore and him have talked on speakerphone. I guess it's important that I make that distinction. They have talked on speakerphone. So I know that they have talked at least in 2020. So I said to him, again, according to Legion, they talk all the time. But I have heard them on the phone in 2020. So I said, have you talked to him? The brother from Baltimore informs me, no, I ain't talked to him. He owes me money. So I ain't got nothing to say to him. And I said, wait a second, like, he was telling me that y'all are brothers. He was like, man, he's like a brother. But I don't fuck with it. I don't fuck with him because he owes me money. So they had not spoken. This is now July 2021. They had not spoken in well over 6 months. So all the phone calls, this is what it means, guys. All the phone calls that he had with the brother in Baltimore in 2021 were not real.
So is he the brother or is he not the brother? He's like a brother, but is he a brother? Really?
Then I reached out to the Omar guy. And I remember the story was that he and him known each other's years since California, worked together at the condiment company. I reached out to Omar and said, have you heard from Legion by any chance? Explained who I was. He responds with, and I'll never forget it, he responds with, no, I have not heard from him. I have absolutely no contact with him whatsoever. We are not friends, and I would appreciate if you do not reach out to me again about him. The stories I was told was that this dude is supposedly his best friend. Shocking moment. So they had not spoken in years. They're not cool. He does not fool with him. Okay. Went on to the next person, a female cousin I had met. She said, no, I have not heard from him. Why would I hear from him? We don't really talk. Like, I think she was genuinely weirded out by the fact that I'm reaching out to her out of the blue asking, hey, by any chance, have you talked to my soon-to-be ex-husband? So what I discovered because he ended up being gone for 2 weeks. What I discovered in those 2 weeks, let me be very clear with the statement I'm getting ready to make. Yeah. I reached out to every person I know who apparently has had some form of relationship with him. Either he said that they were friends, they talked on the phone, he said they hung out. The brother in Baltimore, I was told, had been to the house while I was at work. Brother in Baltimore said, no, that never happened. I've never been to your house. All these people knew that Legion was a liar. And I think that they all felt bad, with the exception of the Omar guy, felt bad that I was kind of just discovering what they've known for years. In those 2 weeks, I found out every single person I reached out to, not a single one of them gave a shit if that man was dead or alive. Wow. All of them had the attitude, some even said it, no, I haven't heard from him. I don't care to hear from him. It was as if, it was, for me, it was such a sad moment because I discovered this man has no friends.
That is sad. Now that's what you call sad, sad, sad. Now just think for a second. You mean to tell me every single person that you know or have alluded to knowing or have spoken of being a friend, a family member, or whatever the case may be, not one of them got something good to say about you? Think about that for a minute. I know if you go through a Rolodex of people that I mentioned that I know, I don't know not one of them that will say anything bad about me. I don't know not one that will say anything bad except, except for these people and they don't know me. They don't really know me. But people that know me, which is a lot of people. I got a lot of military friends. I got a lot of people that I stay in contact with, a few people that I went to high school with, grew up with, family members and stuff like that. I don't know not one person that will come on here and say something bad about me. Well, besides my sister-in-law. Well, and she won't say nothing bad about me. She might just say something she don't like my smart mouth or something like that because she don't really know me either. She just know that I'm not gonna. We just don't gel well. She might say I have a smart mouth, and I do. But as far as saying something, she'd be like, she married to my brother and she got a smart mouth. But that's it. That's it. That's sad, y'all. This is sad. That means this dude has to be so miserable to know that people don't really, really fuck with you. That got to be sad to know people don't fuck with you. You have to say something to yourself like, dang, there's something wrong within me that people don't fuck with me. Why people are not fucking with you, Legion? This is crazy, y'all.
Fuck whatever he has said. I am now able to prove it. He has no friends. There is nobody who is concerned that they have not heard or seen him in over 2 weeks. Some people months. One guy years. None of them were concerned. So basically what I'm saying is that I discovered he had burned bridges
Everywhere.
with everyone.
Damn.
Burned bridges with family, burned bridges with so-called friends, burned bridges with fake brothers, fake sisters, fake aunties, uncles, everything. He had burned bridges with everyone. And for me, that was more telling than anything else. Yes, I knew he was a liar. Yes, I knew he had made stuff up. I was genuinely surprised to discover nobody gave a shit about this man. No one. I had never met every single family member, but the fact that he was living in his car, the fact that he wasn't bathing and was just had disappeared was shocking to me. So, where was he for those 2 weeks? Glad you asked. He had checked himself into a behavioral hospital in Augusta. Why? Not to get help. No. This is July in Georgia. It's hot as hell. It's sweaty. It's damp. It's humid. It's everything. He checked himself into a hospital so he could stop sleeping in his car for 2 weeks. When he checked himself in, they took his phone, and that's why no one was able to get a hold of him. And by no one, I mean me. He checked.
Wow. He checked himself into, and in order to check yourself into that hospital, don't you got to prove some type of behavioral issue? Don't you got to have some type of proof, or anybody off the street, anybody can just walk in and say, I need to just be seen for 2 weeks? Like, really? That's crazy. Hey, everybody that's just coming in. Hey, everybody.
Himself into a hospital so that he could have a bed for a couple of weeks.
He's in his 30s, Bocamoso. In his 30s.
That's the type of human being that I was dealing with.
Okay, wait a minute. Somebody say he's 42. Is he 42? Okay, so he's 42. So let me ask y'all this. Who knows whether or not he has to, like, do I have any psychologists or psychiatrists in here? Or any type of person that deal with, you know, mental illness or whatever? Do you have to have some type of disorder, approved that you have disorder to be checked in? She said, you don't need proof. You can just say that. Well, at least in my city, as I stated before, I work with people with mental health issues as a client. And a client did this. Okay, so you don't have to have proof. So you could just walk into a facility and say, I need to be seen. And they'll take you in. She said, yes, I used to work at a psych ward. Yes. Oh, wow. Didn't know that. So because he wanted a bed to sleep in. But now to his defense, I can't say that that's the reason why he checked into that hospital, because he wanted to be off the street for 2 weeks. That's her opinion. She don't know if that's why he did it or not. I mean, she can assume. She said, you have to say that you're suicidal or homicidal. Wow. She said, here in Houston, I used to work for a mental health facility, and we would take people coming in off the streets. In my city, they do an evaluation first. If you don't meet the requirements, you can't stay. Tammy said maybe his knees hurt. Tammy, hey, Levette. Tammy, what you mean maybe his knees hurt? Girl, you better stop. He did have knee problems, but so some people saying you do need to have proof through an evaluation, and some people saying you don't need proof. Tammy, you crazy. But she can't really say that he did it to get off the street. He know his mental. He know he messed up in the head. So it might be that he knew that he was going through a manic episode or whatever. She said, yes, it's true. A lot of them do it to get food and shelter. An evaluation is done, and that's a part of the intake process. You can claim that you want to harm yourself, and they will admit you. It is something wrong with that man mentally. Yes, it is. It depends on his true condition. He was indeed mental. He could claim suicidal thoughts. So with that said, it's not necessarily true, or it's not necessarily a fact that he just wanted to get off the street. It could have been that he knew what he was going through mentally. I think mental people know they mental. Would y'all agree? Would y'all agree? Do y'all think that mental people know they're mental? Or do you think that they really think that there's nothing wrong with them? I think that they know something is wrong with them, but they're too afraid to tell you that something is wrong with them. But I think they know. Am I far off? Okay, y'all agree. Okay, good. Yeah, because I'm like, you can't live with yourself. You can't live with yourself and not know that you have an issue. You got a problem. He know he's a liar. He know he makes shit up. People that want to be seen, want to be known as all that and a bag of chips, they know that there's something wrong with them. They can't help it. Now, I do believe that mental people can't control, to a certain extent. They don't have no control of the levels that they go to. I think they just they get on a roll and they can't stop. And I mean mental people where a lot of people can't even recognize that it's mental, but they mental. But I believe once they start, they can't stop it. It just keeps going and going and going. Mm-hmm. So she said they be in denial. Most do, some don't. Okay, Mama 3. She said, yeah, and my sister admitted something is wrong. She used to be ashamed though. Okay. She said, I think they're too mental to realize it. You do, Cookie? She says, I'm sure there's different degrees of crazy. Some don't because of the lack of education surrounding mental illness. Ooh, good one, Water. Good one, good one. She said, my son knows he needs help, realized it, and got mental help. Nothing to be ashamed of. That's true. There's nothing to be ashamed of. There's nothing to be ashamed of. I think once they admit it, yeah, I got a problem, I got an issue, and they go and try to get some help, that's commendable. Go take a pill, go sit down on somebody's couch, because sometimes it don't necessarily mean you need to take a pill. Sometimes it means you just need to go talk to somebody. You got to talk out your thoughts. And there's nothing wrong with talking out your thoughts. There's nothing wrong with that. But just know when you need it. In my opinion, I think a lot of mental health people lack education. They kind of slow. I call them kind of slow. But some people mental, and they actually have some type of intelligence to them, but they so mental that their intellect don't shine through that bright. Some of them are not dummies. Some of them are not. She said, I couldn't be his therapist, and he realized that. Oh, okay, Sandra, you talking about your son? She said, I was thinking some don't want to feel ashamed or ostracized. Personally, I wouldn't call anyone crazy. No, mental, they used to call them crazy back in the day. They ain't crazy. They just have a mental issue. Now, some of them are crazy. I'm just kidding. Some of them batshit crazy. She said, my sister is a damn genius. She should have been a doctor. Wow. Okay, Sean. Woo, child. Some of them are batshit crazy, though. Some of them are like, but it's mental. It's mental. We know it's mental. Let's continue on. We on episode 46 already, y'all. She said that she feels like the reason why he checked himself in the mental hospital is because he needed 2 weeks off the streets, baby. 2 weeks off the streets. I don't know. Let's go. Let's see. If that's the reason, honey, let's see.
Part 46. Who the fuck did I marry? So after the whole missing in action debacle where he disappeared for a couple of weeks, Legion started calling and texting me, telling me that he was ready to come home. Yes, you heard that correct. So apparently someone had told him that legally he did not have to leave the house when I kicked him out, because it was a marital home and he had just as much right to be there as I did. So he started harassing and calling the shit out of me. He was calling, 30 times in 1 hour. He was Facebook Messenger calling me. Let me be clear. Facebook Messenger calling me. He was calling me so much. He was messaging me saying, I'm coming home. I'm going to get some money and drive up from Augusta. You have to let me in the house. It's not fair what you're doing. All this other bullshit. It was non-stop. He would start calling at 7 o'clock in the morning. He would not stop calling until 10 o'clock at night.
Now, y'all. Why is she letting him call 30 times a day? Why is he able to start at 7 in the morning and don't stop until 10 at night? There is a button called block. Why didn't she hit block? Tessa, girl, why you didn't hit block? Blockity block block. You only got about 4 or 5 calls before I'm about to block your ass. And 4 or 5 is a lot. Now, with those first 3, I'm going to say, leave me alone and stop calling me. But after the 3rd or 4th time, I'm blocking your ass. So, and you can block on Facebook Messenger too. You can blockity block block. So I don't know, Tessa Reesa, what's going on, girl? What's going on?
He was calling so much, leaving messages, like I said, just straight up harassing me.
You was letting them.
So I reached out to attorney friends. I reached out to local law enforcement. Local law enforcement informed me Well, technically, he's right because he is still legally your husband. Our divorce had not been finalized at this point.
Oh my God.
The paperwork had been sent in. I was just waiting on the judge to give me her signature, but it hadn't happened yet. So,
She didn't have to be in contact with him if she was just waiting on the judge, for the signature. They ain't got no kids together, none of that stuff. I don't know who her friends are, but whoever her friends are was not informing her correctly, honey. She needed a friend like me, baby. You hear me? Because I would have had to tell her, Tisa, the reason why you are still putting up with this bullshit is because you want to be putting up with this bullshit. Because if you didn't want to be putting up with this bullshit, you would have blocked his ass. These people still married right now and haven't talked to each other in 20 damn years. It's people still married right the fuck now and ain't talk to each other. What is she talking about? Girl, who was her friends? Who was her friends? Damn, Tisa.
the local law enforcement did tell me if he comes back, our officers would have to let him in the house.
Now, if she tell me she let this man come back, I'm throwing this computer. I'm gonna let y'all know that right now. If she tell me she let this man come back, I'm throwing the computer. She better not say that crap.
You don't have to stay there. They gave me different options. I mean, I was trying everything in the book because he is saying I'm coming back to the house. I told him, do not come. You were not welcome. I'm not letting you in the house. Again, the locks had been changed. The code had been changed. So I told him, if you come to this house, step foot on this property, I'm calling the police and getting you arrested for trespassing. You should know about that. He was adamant.
Girl, you better not have let me
That he
come
was
back.
allowed back in the home. He didn't know the conversations I had with local law enforcement, but somebody was in his ear telling him, nah, you can go home because she's not allowed to kick you out. Okay. So I didn't know when he was scheduled to come because he was trying to get the money for the gas to get back to Clayton County.
Y'all better not tell me this chick met
I
this
tried
mofo
everything I
back.
could. Basically, what my options were simple. Let him in the home, and I can stay in the home, put him in a room, just
Tisa.
have no dealings with him. But again, I don't want to be under the same roof with him. This is what the local police told me. I could have an officer go room to room and let his body cam film the room to see the condition of the house. And if Legion showed up, I would leave the house. I can go to a family member's home and stay there. This is literally in August, right before my...
First of all, I don't know what she did, y'all, because I have not seen this, but I am getting so heated just listening to her right now. This is not a home that they own. This is a rental property. What the fuck am I hearing? Please do not tell me that this chick let this joker back into her townhome because they still in her townhome that she had when she met this joker, or had they already moved to another place? Because please do not tell me that this is the same townhome that she was living in before she met him. Is this the dude? Is this had they moved? They ain't bought no place. Is this the rental property that they had originally? Y'all, this lady did not let this man back, did she? She still can't legally put him out. Why the fuck you can't? Yes, you can. What you talking about? Glam, Imperial Glam? Yes, you can put somebody out. What do you mean you can't put somebody out? Yes, you can. Once you live somewhere over 30 days, you can't kick someone without legal evicting him. But he already been gone longer than 30 days now. He done moved up to his family in wherever, Philadelphia. He done moved to Augusta. He been homeless. This is over a month. Man, y'all up here talking about she can't legally put him out. The hell, yes, she can. You just locked the door. Let's go.
Lease is up. So I was already moving. I had already secured another home. Did exactly what I said I was going to do. Moving to Cobb County. So I just needed a couple of weeks before I vacate the home. So the other option was, again, have the officer film the home with the body camera. That way it shows what the condition of the home is at the time that he moved in. So if anything gets messed up, I can sue him. What am I going to sue him for? But nevertheless, or the third option is I can stay there with him, make life miserable. So my plan was the option of have them film the home. I was not staying in the same house with him. I didn't care. Also, there was no guarantee, and I told the officer this. Look, if y'all allow him to stay in this house, I am telling you by tomorrow morning, every utility in this house will be off. He will have no running water. He will have no air condition. This place will feel like a sauna. Officer kind of chuckled and was like, again, ma'am, I mean, this is one of those domestic situations. He is allowed in the home. Okay. So again, I had no idea when he was coming. I was on pins and needles every day. I'm seeing the phone ring, like I said, about 30 times every hour. I'm seeing the messages. I'm seeing this. I had reached out to a police captain. I had reached out to the chief of police.
Y'all ain't gonna like me for this one. I am not Team Tessa, okay? I ain't Team Legion either. Both of them motherfuckers crazy. You hear me? They both fucking crazy because, for one, she still have not blocked him on the phone, and she reaching out to police for what? Girl, bye. You live in Atlanta. Girl, she could have not answered his phone call and not answered the damn door. What? She doing a bit too much right now. I am not Team Tessa. This bitch is crazy, okay? She's crazy, and so is he. They both need to be in some type of mental institution at this point. You mean to tell me he's still able to ring your phone? He did all this and lied about this, that, and the third. All this other bullshit. I know it's got to be over 30 days at this point. The fuck? The man done cheated on her to ask some other woman when you gonna come get this D and all this other bullshit, and you still reaching out to cops and lawyer friends? Girl, bye. Tessa, you ruined it on this one, Tessa. I was with you and your crazy pathological liar man, but now I'm beginning to think that something ain't too bright with you either, chick. Okay, I'm just keeping it a buck. Okay.
I was trying to get all kinds of help. Like, it ain't what you know, it's who you know. So he eventually tells me I'm going to be there on Wednesday. This is just an example.
And how did he tell her that? Because she answered the phone? Because she answered the phone and said, what you want? Why you keep calling me? What is it that you need? I'm letting you know I'm going to be back Wednesday. Okay, I'm going to leave the light on for you. The fuck? He told me he's coming back Wednesday. How did he get to tell you that? If he blocked the freak, I'm getting
be there on Wednesday.
Man.
I had been calling a police captain who was really gracious, really kind, and was trying to help me.
If I was a police captain, I would have blocked Tessa ass. You hear me? I would have blocked her ass, but keep calling me with her bullshit.
Because I was like, bro, I just need 2 weeks and I'm out of this house. And we already knew he legally could not go to the new house. I was trying.
What you need 2 weeks for? What do you need 2 weeks for? When you don't want, listen, when you trying to escape some crazy shit, honey, listen, I don't even want to put a color on it, but I'm going to say a black woman to be gone in 24 hours. You hear me? Women called up all our homeboys and say, we about to have a pizza party. I need y'all to pack up all this shit right here. Rally up all this shit. Get that, and get that shit too. You hear me? 24. She talking about some 2 weeks. I moved two of my kids, my car, and everything I owned in that goddamn house in 3 weeks to go to Iraq, okay? I'm talking about to Iraq. I ain't talking about to no next county. I'm talking about to Iraq. It took me 3 weeks to get all that shit. And that's my house up from rent, my car where it need to go, my kids where they need to go, and all my shit in storage in 3 weeks. And I was in Iraq in 3 weeks, baby. And she talking about she need 2 weeks to go to Cobb County. And you already live in the same county, girl, you need 24 hours and that house would have been empty, honey. Solid empty, and he could have laid right there until the lease was up. What the freak, Tessa?
Trying to see if I could move in early to the new place.
Woo!
The landlord was like, I really can't let you.
My question is, did she have any friends? Did she have any loved ones? She calling the police department, chief, and all these other people, lawyers. Where are her friends? Where your friends at? You could have went. It ain't like she got a bunch of kids and some dogs. Why she didn't leave and go stay with one of her friends? Something ain't right. I'm trying to tell y'all, something ain't right by this girl. Something ain't right. I'm trying to tell y'all, something ain't right by her either. It ain't.
So I felt like I was running out of options. He's saying he's coming. He's saying he's coming. He's adamant he's coming. I guess somebody felt sorry and gave him some gas money so he could drive from Augusta up to Clayton County. So the day before all this goes down.
Hold on. So now this dude is out of town telling her he coming. He out of town. He 2-3 hours away. How long is Augusta away, y'all? How long is Augusta away from Cobb County or Atlanta, whatever? 2.5 hours, an hour and 45 minutes. So he ain't even like 15 minutes away. And she's still, what? Girl, bye. So you mean somebody from out of town can tell me you coming and you gonna come and catch me? You giving me a warning. And you think you gonna come pull up on me? Oh, baby. And he gave her a warning, honey. I'm gonna be there Wednesday, honey. Well, you ain't gonna see me Wednesday. Honey, Wednesday would have been the day I closed the door. You hear me? No, really Tuesday night. Tuesday night. Girl, you crazy. Woo. Okay.
The police captain called me and he informs me that
it sounds like Tessa is screwing the police captain. Did I say that out loud? Because why is the police captain calling you when all the bullshit that's going on in Atlanta and he calling you about a deranged mofo that you used to be married to? She's fucking the police captain, okay, y'all? I'm just letting y'all know that. Okay, let's go.
He informs me that they ran his name through GCIC, which is a database that law enforcement agencies use.
And Tinker said, don't pop a blood vessel. Tinker, you already know I'm over here heated at Tessa. But thank you for the super chat, baby.
Turns out, he has a warrant for his arrest. So the police captain says this changes everything. If he shows up to the house, don't do anything, call us. I will have officers to your home and they will simply arrest him. So I know that this is a short part, but I'm going to dedicate the next part to what happened when he showed up to my house.
Y'all, Tessa wanted that man to show up. You cannot tell me that Tessa didn't want him there. That is the reason why she called 15 family members and friends looking for his ass. She did not call 15 family members and friends because she wanted a goddamn signature, because the police captain would have told her, you don't need no signature to get no damn divorce. You guys ain't splitting up shit. You don't own shit together. You don't have no kids. You ain't got shit. If you don't know where he lived, give it 30 days. If you can't get in contact with him, give it 30 days and your divorce will go final. You understand what I'm trying to say? She was messing with the captain and the captain didn't even tell her that she don't need nobody's signature to get no divorce. You don't. You don't need nobody's signature to get a divorce. Y'all ain't splitting up shit. Do you understand what I'm saying? She called all them family members looking for him because she wanted to talk to him. She was thinking about him and wanted to know, was he doing good? The reason why she didn't block him and the reason why she found out that he was in a mental institution, because she reached out for that information. Now, I do believe that she might be a good investigator. She might have called everybody and some. Look, she probably called a mental institution looking for him. Because I know it was a few times in my last marriage when he didn't come home at night, I would call the hospital, police, the jail, all the, not the police, but the jail cell, bondsmen, even though he wasn't no crook or nothing, but I wanted to know, did he get locked up last night? What did he? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? That's when you want to know where a person is. She called a hospital. She called a mental wards and all that stuff and found out where he was. Y'all better know that. Y'all better know that's what she did. Okay. Tessa, girl, something ain't right with you either. That police chief, something ain't right with him either. Legion says some of what she is lying and the reason why they not together.
47, who the fuck did I marry? So here's what happened. This was mid-August. Went to work as usual. It actually happened on a Friday. I had to look at the dates. It happened on a Friday. Went to work. Still, he was calling me, texting me, messaging me that he was on his way. And so I was a bit on pins and needles all day. I was dreading going home, and that is a horrible feeling, to dread to go home. So he had called me and said that he was at the house in the driveway. I guess he had to use the restroom, so he decided to go to the Walmart up the street to go use the bathroom. I wasn't answering phone calls. I wasn't answering text messages. I simply called the police captain. I said, hey.
Also, she just chose that day not to answer. She chose that day not to respond, but she was responding up until that day.
He's saying that he's at the house. The police captain himself drove by the house, but I believe he drove by the house when Legion went to Walmart to use the bathroom. So the police captain was like, I don't see anyone there. But again, when you get home, if he is there, do not engage. Call us. Okay? No problem. Because I got you on speed dial. So I go home. I'm on the phone with both.
I bet she do got that captain on speed dial. I bet she do.
My mother and my aunt on a 3-way call. They're both like, oh my God, you know, what do we need to do? I drive into my subdivision. What he did not know was that he had backed into the driveway up against the garage. Normally I park my car in the garage, but what he didn't know was that at the time I was driving a fleet car. So I wasn't even in my normal car. And I know that he was waiting to see my car, the Nissan Altima that he helped get, pull in to the subdivision and then pull in towards my townhome. That didn't happen. Because I'm in a different car, he didn't recognize it. So when I turned onto my street, as sure as it is hot in Georgia in the summer, that man was sitting in the driveway in his Ford Taurus. Okay? So I live at the time not far from a cul-de-sac. So when you go straight down, you just turn around the cul-de-sac to come back up. So that's exactly what I did. I went to the corner, turned off so that I can see the house, but he would not have been able to see me. I went ahead and called 911. I was very calm, told them exactly what the captain had told me to say. I was like, my name is, the address is, I need police here because my ex-husband is here. He is not supposed to be here. And I feel as though I am in danger. She said, okay. She, again, regular phone call. She said, we're dispatching police to your home. As soon as I hang up, I then call the police captain. He immediately answers the phone. He says, we just got the call. I'm sending 4 officers your way.
Oh my
God.
Good.
Get off the phone, call my mom and my aunt back because they were both like, call us back. Call them back on 3-way. I continue to sit there until I see 4 officers, 4 cars pull in and stop just in front of my house. So then I ease up. He gets out the car, I guess, trying to see what's going on. I explain to the officer that walks to my window, I say, this is what's going on. So I was trying to sound extra law enforcement smart. I was like, check him through GCIC. You're going to find that he has a warrant out for his arrest for violation of probation. And the officer kind of smirked because she was like, we know, we already checked GCIC. The captain called us. So I was like, okay. So anyway, they tell me to sit in the car. They go up to the window of the car and get him, ask him to step out of the car. He does. When he stepped out the car, I was like, oh my God. I hadn't seen him since the end of June when I met him at the UPS store. And he looked bad then. He was still in the same clothes. When I told you guys when I met him, he was like a size 3X. What got out of the car was easily a medium or large. Easily. That is how, and it makes sense because, he probably wasn't eating, except for somebody gave him $6 for chicken nuggets. But what got out of the car was something I didn't even recognize. So he gets out of the car, they arrest him. There was no incident or anything like that. He was arrested peacefully. They put him in the back seat. My neighbors are all looking like, what is going on? And so the officer comes up to me and she said, he's asking to speak to you. Do you want to speak to him? I said, yeah. So she walks with me. Keep in mind, she's wearing a body cam. So she walks with me to the window. They put the window down. And I remember looking at him. I was like, I told you not to come. And he said, I just wanted to get my stuff. I just wanted to get the TV. I said, what TV? The TV that you gave me in the divorce? And he was like, yeah, that TV. And I said, it's mine. You gave it to me. I have the fucking text messages proving that you gave me the TV. And I'm trying not to scream because the neighbors are all watching. And he was like, I know. I just needed my stuff. I'm sorry. I'll never bother you again. I'm sorry. And so I look at the officer and I was like, you have me out here with 4 fucking police cars. You have embarrassed me to no end. You have made a fool of me.
No, she made a fucking fool of herself. She's the one that called them motherfuckers. Y'all, what is she even talking about? Did he call the cops? I thought she did. I thought she called a boyfriend. I thought she called the chief of police. What did she really say that you got me out here looking like a fool? Tessa, what is wrong with you? And then she went and talked to the guy. It could have been wrapped up real quick, arrest him and gone. But no, she want to go have a conversation, a come to Jesus meeting with him for what? What?
And you got the audacity to now be like, I'm sorry. I'm like, fuck, you're sorry. So the officer was kind of like,
she doing all this because he lied to her. He faked who he was. She acting all deranged like this because he just basically lied to her about the whole marriage and shit. Okay, he put a fast one on her ass, but I wouldn't want to talk to him. I mean, just go on about your way.
Okay, I said, I never want to see you again. He was like, you won't. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. So I walk off. The officer is like going through the stuff that was in his wallet. They took it out and put it on the roof of the car. So the stuff that was in his pants, like his wallet, his keys, they put it on the roof of the car when they had him get out the car. And so she's just like, I said, did you catch all that on body cam? And she said, yeah. I said, he gave me the TV. And she said, yeah.
Let me tell you something. I know y'all gonna be like, Amora, goddamn it, play the damn recording. When you done with someone, and I learned this at a young age from my daddy, my uncle daddy. I learned this at a young age. When you want to cut ties, you don't give a fuck about a TV, a washer dryer, a stove, refrigerator, none of that bullshit, honey. When you want to be done, honey, you willing to lose some of anything. You hear me? Some people lose way more than a damn TV. You want the TV? Get the motherfucking TV. You want to know how much a TV costs these days? Not much. Not much. You probably can go to Walmart and get an off-brand TV for $300 or $400. Like a TV ain't even no big thing no more. Most people be watching TV on their damn computer or their phone laying in the bed. She tripping over a TV. If she wanted this motherfucker gone, she could have told the cops, if you can get this TV in his Ford Explorer, he could take that bitch today. Or Ford Taurus, or whatever the hell he was driving. This girl, something ain't right. Something ain't right.
She's like, we're gonna take him in, and we'll have somebody look at him, because in her words, she said he's definitely having a mental episode right now.
And so is Tessa.
And I just shrugged, and I was just like, my God, I just said, I just want to be done with him. I just want to be done. I just want to be done. And so she was like, I understand.
If Tessa wanted to be done, Tessa would have blocked his ass. I'm just letting you know. If Tessa really wanted to be done, the day this Negro left the house, that she kicked him out, she would have blocked him if she really, really wanted to be done. The fact that she even telling the story, let me just shut up.
I totally get it. So his car is in my driveway. The keys and everything are... they took it with them, because I guess since it was on him, they took it with them for processing at the jail. I think that's how that works, because I didn't see the wallet or the keys afterwards. So at this point, 4 officers leave. I go into the house. Everything's peaceful and calm. A few minutes later, I go outside to check the mail. What's in the mail but a letter from the court? I open it up. I go into the house because, again, it's hot. I had my wig on. My head is all sweaty and stuff. I'm just angry, and just angry. That raised my blood pressure. So I go in the house. I sit on the steps inside the house, and I open up the mail from the judge. And it's my final divorce decree. And I'm smiling right now. But y'all, when I got that divorce decree...
Wait a minute. So did he sign? Because once she let him come back to the house and all this bullshit because she needed a signature, I thought the reason why she was calling 15 family members and friends is because she was looking for him for a signature. So you mean to tell me she had his signature? Like, what the hell? She didn't need it. I told you she didn't need it. The fuck?
Sitting on the stairs, I broke down into ugly Oprah tears. I broke down. It was as if a year worth of weight came off of me.
Something ain't right.
I broke down, and I mean, I wailed. I broke down. I broke down so bad. Next part.
So wait a minute, y'all. Did he sign? Some people saying he had been signed. So she was chasing him down, running him down, doing all of this to get his signature, calling everybody that he ever mentioned to get his signature. Oh, she said he had signed. Remember, that's when she offered him nuggets. So why was she chasing him down? What was she calling all these people for? Why she didn't block him? Why she let him come back? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. So what if he signed? Why was she calling why did the police chief If she knew he signed, why didn't the police chief say, well, no, he can't come back? What? The divorce decree is signed. Exactly, because he hadn't called her. Because she wanted him to call her. What? Somebody said she wanted a booty call. She wasn't chasing him down. She needed answers. What answers did she need? Who was going to get the TV? Y'all, I'm telling you, something ain't right with Tessa Reesa. Tessa, something ain't right. Mm-mm.
All right, part 48. Who the fuck did I marry? So after I finished
You ain't
breaking down,
married no more, child.
wipe my tears, and his car is still in the driveway. I couldn't park in the driveway, so I called the car company. I had called the car company once before when he went missing for those 2 weeks to ask them if they maybe had a tracker on the car and could track it. And the nice gentleman informed me that the tracker had not been giving a signal off for about 5 months.
Okay, so some of y'all are saying because they were still legally married. Okay, all right, they were still legally married. She signed, he signed, the judge hadn't signed yet. But why is she looking for him? Because she wanted answers they've already signed. Do you wait till after you file for divorce and you sign and he signed and you want answers from him? After he disappeared for 2 weeks, I'm calling everybody and their mama trying to find him for these 2 weeks that he's missing, and they've already both signed a divorce decree. Why was she looking for him? She sure damn didn't ask him questions when they was together. Remember? She didn't question him about a lot of shit when they was married. She just let that shit just blow in the wind. She ignored a lot of shit.
So he wouldn't really give me details on the car, but obviously the car had not, the car payment was not being made on that car. It had not been made on that car for quite some time.
How in the world was she finding out all this information? That gave her a lot of information. I don't know, maybe because they was married. I don't know, but she found out a lot of shit. Even to find out that somebody is locked up in a mental institution, who's giving her this information? Who did she lie and tell who she was to get all this? That girl got a lot of information that I'm thinking that she probably wasn't privy to. Woo, child, something ain't right. Something ain't right.
So he and I split in June, but apparently the car payment wasn't made long before June. Can't speak to that, but he still had the car. So, called the car company.
Oh my God.
I told them, I understand that y'all are looking for this Ford Taurus. And the lady said, yes, or you can make a payment. I said, no, y'all can come get it. Here's the address. When do y'all want to get it? And she said, well, I can have a driver come get it tomorrow morning. I said, no problem. That car will be ready for you to get it tomorrow morning. And so the car was repossessed out of my driveway the next morning, Saturday. The driver was there about 7 o'clock in the morning. He had the master key for the car, cranked it up, drove it, put it on the tow truck, and left. Here's what that now means. When Legion left my house in June, he left with 2 bags of clothes. Everything else was in my house. At the end of July, or towards the end of July, everything that he had left in my house had been donated to the domestic violence shelter, which means that the only thing that Legion had were the clothes that he had taken with him in the car. When he got arrested in my driveway, all of his clothes were still in the car. And when the car got repossessed Saturday morning, all of the clothes were in there. Which means that when he went to jail, whenever he got out, he only got out with keys to a car he no longer had, a wallet with probably no money in it, and the clothes that were on his back. Everything.
So y'all mean to tell me y'all agree with that? Do y'all agree with that? I just want to know. Do y'all agree with the measures that she's taken after she's received her divorce letter from the judge? Lauren said yes. I don't, Lauren. I do not agree with that. Why? Why the extra measures? Because he lied to her and told her he was going to buy her a house. She was already divorcing him. She was getting away from him. If the police officer said that she believed he was going through a mental episode, if she found out that he enrolled himself into a behavior unit, obviously this means that he was mental. He's dealing with mental issues. Nuh-uh, Lauren. This is the same day she said that she sat on the porch. She sat in her house on steps and cried her eyes out because she had just received her final divorce decree. And now she done got his car repossessed and he done lost everything that he has. His clothes, his car, everything. I don't agree with that. She done already, got rid of him. She said it's not the same day. She said it was the same day. Now, is she not telling the truth about that? I wouldn't have called a car company. Why are you doing their job? She doing their job. Let them find that. Let them come get the car. Let them find out where the car at. You don't think she did too much? I understand it's her story. I'm still saying I still think she said go back and listen. She said it was the same day. She said she went back in the house after the cops left. She went back and got the mail, came and sat on her steps, opened up the mail, and found out that she had her divorce decree. She said she bawled her eyes out. And then she went back out to the driveway. She realized she couldn't park her car in the driveway. And she called the company, found out some information, and came back and told them, y'all looking for this car? Oh, well, here it goes. Somebody said she wanted her lick back. She worked for the police department. He's a damn nutcase, making sure he ain't come back to yeah, but she could have got the car not repossessed, but towed. He would have had to get the car from the towing bay or unit or whatever. I don't know, y'all. I think she did too much.
Everything else was gone. Now,
I'm like this. Do I want to get my lick back? Yes, but I also have a heart. I don't want to see nobody, even my ex. I don't want to see them at their lowest. You understand what I'm trying to say? Yeah. I don't think nobody human. Well, most people don't want to see someone with nothing. Lost everything. Yeah, you want your lick back. Yeah, I don't like that you lied to me. You put me through all these dreams and thinking I'm about to be having this, that, and the other. You cheated on me, that I know of, emotionally, psychologically. Yeah, you screwed me over, but I want to be done with you. I don't want to have nothing to do with you, but I don't want to see somebody that I loved, or love, whatever. I don't want to see them at their lowest with nothing. No, I can't. I don't have a heart like that. I would not want to see my worst enemy with nothing. Nothing? Nah. I would feel horrible. That's just me.
Now we can fast forward to what happened around August 29th. So I was scheduled to move August 31st. Remember, I'm moving up to Cobb County. We had been checking the court documents. He had a court date scheduled for around August 29th or August 30th. I don't remember the exact date. The court time was supposed to be around 9.
So when he get out, he got to go get a car. He got to go buy clothes. He got to buy toiletries. He has nothing. You already found out he has no friends and family that like him because he lied too fucking much. Now, I believe her story about him lying and all that stuff. But I just think that she pushed the envelope a little bit when she was like, well, this means When he gets out of jail, he's not going to have a car. All his clothes is gone. Everything in that car is gone. He ain't going to have shit but the clothes on his back. Like, he don't have a job. He don't have no money. He don't have no friends. He don't have no family. So now what does he have? Not shit. Not nothing.
9 o'clock in the morning. My mom was watching the court filings online, and according to her, because I missed it, they showed him on the screen because this was still during Zoom. They showed him on the screen, and then he was ushered out of the court into like a back area, and an attorney spoke on his behalf.
Now hold on. Why did he go? Let me go back. Did she just go to his court hearing? Why is she at his court hearing? Y'all have to come tell me. Y'all got to tell me something. Something ain't right. Why is he at his court hearing? They divorced. The judge done signed. Why does she care what happens to him now in his court hearing? Y'all are not hearing this? Do y'all not hear this? She said they divorced. She got the letter, the judge signed, she cried her eyes out. She got his car repossessed, gave all this shit to the DV shelter. He ain't got shit. Now, days later, she appeared in his court hearing. Why? Tell me why. Is she still need closure? She said they were not divorced until August. Okay, we're going to go back, Lauren. Come on, let's go back, baby. Let's go back, baby. Come on, let's go back. Let's go back. Hold on, because Lauren seems to think that, let's go back, y'all. Let's go back. Here we go. Let's go back. I'm missing something. Hold on.
You have embarrassed me to.
Okay, let's go back, Lauren. We going back.
Anyway, they name is.
Hold on, Lauren. We going back to you.
He informs me that they ran his name through GCIC, which is a database that law enforcement agencies use. Turns out, he has a warrant for his arrest.
Okay,
so the police captain says this changes everything. If he shows up to the house, don't do anything. Call us. I will have officers to your home, and they will simply arrest him. So I know that this is a short part, but I'm going to dedicate the next part to what happened when he showed up to my house.
She wanted him to show up.
Part 47, who the fuck did I marry? So, here's what happened. This was mid-August. Went to work as usual.
She said mid-August, right? Did she just say mid-August? Did she just say this is mid-August? That he showed up to her house? I need you guys to answer me. Did she just say mid-August? Let me go back. Hold on. Okay.
So, here's what happened. This was mid-August.
Okay.
Went to work as usual. It actually happened on a Friday. Had to look at the dates. It happened on a Friday. Went to work. Still, he was calling me, texting me, messaging me that he was on his way. And so I was a bit on pins and needles all day. I was dreading going home, and that is a horrible feeling, to dread to go home. So he had called me and said that he was at the house in the driveway. I guess he had to use the restroom, so he decided to go to the Walmart up the street to go use the bathroom. I wasn't answering phone calls. I wasn't answering text messages. I simply called the police captain. I said, hey, he's saying that he's at the house. The police captain himself drove by the house, But I believe he drove by the house when Legion went to Walmart to use the bathroom. So the police captain was like, I don't see anyone there. But again, if when you get home, if he is there, do not engage. Call us. Okay? No problem. Because I got you on speed dial. So I go home. I'm on the phone with both my mother and my aunt on a 3-way call. They're both like, oh my God, you know, what do we need to do? I drive into my subdivision. What he did not know was that he had backed into the driveway up against the garage. Normally I park my car in the garage. But what he didn't know was that at the time I was driving a fleet car. So I wasn't even in my normal car. And I know that he was waiting to see my car, the Nissan Altima that he helped get, pull in to the subdivision and then pull in towards my townhome. That didn't happen. Because I'm in a different car, he didn't recognize it. So when I turned onto my street, as sure as it is hot in Georgia in the summer, that man was sitting in the driveway in his Ford Taurus. Okay? So I live at the time, not far from a cul-de-sac. So when you go straight down, you just turn around the cul-de-sac to come back up. So that's exactly what I did. I went to the corner, turned off so that I can see the house, but he would not have been able to see me. I went ahead and called 911. I was very calm, told them exactly what the captain had told me to say. I was like, my name is, the address is, I need police here because my ex-husband is here. He is not supposed to be here. And I feel as though I am in danger.
Did she just say my ex-husband is here? Did she say she just said my ex-husband is here? I'm just asking for a friend. Hey, Angela. Did she just say my ex-husband is here? Okay, let's keep playing.
She said, okay. She, again, regular phone call. She said, we're dispatching police to your home. As soon as I hang up, I then call the police captain. He immediately answers the phone. He says, we just got the call. I'm sending 4 officers your way. Okay, good. Get off the phone, call my mom and my aunt back because they were both like, call us back. Call them back on 3-way. I continue to sit there until I see 4 officers, 4 cars pull in and stop just in front of my house. So then I ease up. He gets out the car, I guess, trying to see what's going on. I explain to the officer that walks to my window. I say, this is what's going on. So I was trying to sound extra law enforcement smart. I was like, check him through GCIC. You're going to find that he has a warrant out for his arrest for violation of probation. And the officer kind of smirked because she was like, we know, we already checked GCIC. The captain called us. So I was like, okay. So anyway, they tell me to sit in the car. They go up to the window of the car and get him, ask him to step out of the car. He does. When he stepped out the car, I was like, oh my God. I hadn't seen him since the end of June when I met him at the UPS store. And he looked bad then. He was still in the same clothes. When I told you guys when I met him, he was like a size 3X. What got out of the car was easily a medium or large. Easily. That is how, and it makes sense because, he probably wasn't eating, except for somebody gave him $6 for chicken nuggets. But what got out of the car was something I didn't even recognize. So he gets out of the car, they arrest him. There was no incident or anything like that. He was arrested peacefully. They put him in the back seat. My neighbors are all looking like, what is going on? And so the officer comes up to me and she said, he's asking to speak to you. Do you want to speak to him? I said, yeah. So she walks with me. Keep in mind, she's wearing a body cam. So she walks with me to the window. They put the window down. And I remember looking at him. I was like, I told you not to come. And he said, I just wanted to get my stuff. I just wanted to get the TV. I said, what TV? The TV that you gave me in the divorce? And he was like, yeah, that TV. And I said, it's mine. You gave it to me. I have the fucking text messages proving that you gave me the TV. And I'm trying not to scream because the neighbors are all watching. And he was like, I know. I just needed my stuff. I'm sorry. I'll never bother you again. I'm sorry. And so I look at the officer and I was like, you have me out here with 4 fucking police cars. You have embarrassed me to no end. You have made a fool of me. And you got the audacity to now be like, I'm sorry. I'm like, fuck, you're sorry. So the officer was kind of like, okay. I said, I never want to see you again. He was like, you won't. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. So I walk off. The officer is like going through the stuff that was in his wallet. They took it out and put it on the roof of the car. So the stuff that was in his pants, like his wallet, his keys, they put it on the roof of the car when they had him get out the car. And so she's just like, I said, did you catch all that on body cam? And she said, yeah. I said, he gave me the TV. And she said, yeah. She's like, we're going to take him in and we'll have somebody look at him, because in her words, she said he's definitely having a mental episode right now in the back seat. And I just shrugged and I was just like, Mike, I just said, I just want to be done with him. I just want to be done. And so she was like, I understand. I totally get it. So his car is in my driveway. The keys and everything are, they took it with them because I guess since it was on him, they took it with them for processing at the jail. I think that's how that works, because I didn't see the wallet or the keys afterwards. So at this point, 4 officers leave. I go into the house. Everything's peaceful and calm. A few minutes later, I go outside to check the mail.
Okay, Lauren, where you at? Lauren? Lauren, come to the front of the room, Lauren. Lauren. He just got hauled off the jail, Lauren. Okay, Lauren, listen. He just got hauled off the jail. She just went back in the house. Now she just went and checked her mailbox. And listen what she said once she checked her mailbox. What happened? Okay. She signed in June and the divorce was final in August. I understand that. We agree. But she got his shit repossessed after the divorce. She dropped his shit off at the shelter after the divorce. She showed up in court to find out what he was being charged after the divorce. My thing is, if she was done with him and didn't want to have anything to do with him, why is she doing all of this after the divorce? Answer that for me, sweetie. After she signed, yes. She already signed. He signed. They both already signed. The divorce is now, she about to find out that her divorce is final. She said, I would have put it in the trash. Talk would really let this crazy man come around. Talk, huh? Would I let him come around? Is that what you're asking? No, what I'm saying is, I'm saying the extra measures that she took after the divorce tells me something ain't right with her either. Just listen, okay? Lauren, listen. She's about to go to her mail and find out that her divorce is final. Now, I want you to hear what she did after the divorce is final. Okay, here we go.
What's in the mail but a letter from the court? I open it up. I go into the house because, again, it's hot. I had my wig on. My head is all sweaty and stuff. I'm just angry and just angry. That raised my blood pressure. So I go in the house. I sit on the steps inside the house and I open up the mail from the judge. And it's my final divorce decree. And I'm smiling right now. But y'all, when I got that divorce decree sitting on the stairs, I broke down into ugly Oprah tears. I broke down. It was as if a year worth of weight came off of me. I broke down, and I mean, I wailed. I broke down. I broke down so bad. Next part.
Okay. We just found out that she's divorced. Okay, so now let's listen to what she does after she finds out that her divorce is final.
All right, part 48. Who the fuck did I marry? So after I finished breaking down, wiped my tears, and his car is still in the driveway. I couldn't park in the driveway. So I called the car company. I had called the car company once before when he went missing for those 2 weeks to ask them if they maybe had a tracker on the car and could track it. And the nice gentleman informed me that the tracker had not been giving a signal off for about 5 months. So he wouldn't really give me details on the car, but obviously the car had not, the car payment was not being made on that car. It had not been made on that car for quite some time. So he and I split in June, but apparently the car payment wasn't made long before June. Can't speak to that, but he still had the car. So, called the car company. I told them, I understand that y'all are looking for this Ford Taurus. And the lady said, yes, or you can make a payment. I said, no, y'all can come get it. Here's the address. When do y'all want to get it? And she said, well, I can have a driver come get it tomorrow morning. I said, no problem. That car will be ready for you to get it tomorrow morning. And so the car was repossessed out of my driveway the next morning, Saturday. The driver was there about 7 o'clock in the morning. He had the master key for the car, cranked it up, drove it, put it on the tow truck, and left. Here's what that now means. When Legion left my house in June, he left with 2 bags of clothes. Everything else was in my house. At the end of July, or towards the end of July, everything that he had left in my house had been donated to the domestic violence shelter, which means that the only thing that Legion had were the clothes that he had taken with him in the car. When he got arrested in my driveway, all of his clothes were still in the car. And when the car got repossessed Saturday morning, all of the clothes were in there. Which means that when he went to jail, whenever he got out, he only got out with keys to a car he no longer had, a wallet with probably no money in it, and the clothes that were on his back. Everything else was gone. Now we can fast forward to what happened around August 29th.
So now she's divorced now, y'all. Okay? It's the end of August. She's already divorced. She already got his car repossessed. She already did all that. Gave us shit to the Goodwill Domestic Violence Center. Now it's August 29th, the end of August. Let's find out.
Scheduled to move August 31st. Remember, I'm moving up to Cobb County. We have been checking the court documents. He had a court date scheduled for around August 29th or August 30th. I don't remember the exact date. The court time was supposed to be around 9 o'clock in the morning. My mom was watching the court filings online, and according to her, because I missed it, they showed him on the screen because this was still during Zoom. They showed him on the screen, and then he was ushered out of the court into like a back area, and an attorney spoke on his behalf. Between the time that he had been arrested and the time of the court date, I had never in my life slept so good. Truthfully, never slept so good. I was officially divorced. I had no ties to him. There was nothing in the house of his there was nothing of his that was still in the house. I felt free. So, when the court date happened and my mom told me what she saw on the Zoom, I was confused. Is he getting out? Is he having to serve time? What's going on? I called the courts. I tried to speak to his attorney, and his attorney had a horrible attitude and was
Okay, let me ask y'all. Rachel, Lauren, Rachel. She's moving in 2 days. Why is she calling his attorney to find out if he's getting out a certain time? Why should she care? She's moving in 2 days. Y'all tell me. I'm going to play it, but y'all tell me.
like, why are you calling me? And I informed him, I said, look, I'm a bit afraid of this man. So can you please just tell me if he is being released, or is he going to be kept, or if he is going to be sentenced to a longer jail term? He said no, he's not being kept in a longer jail term because the warrant had expired. So when the police arrested him, yes, it was a valid arrest, but the warrant had expired. So I believe the warrant.
I'm sorry, y'all. Maybe I missed something. Why is she afraid of him again? I understand he lied to her, but why is she afraid of him?
Warrant had expired like 6 months earlier, but of course it wasn't put in the system. Which means that if the court date is August 29th, he's going to be released August 29th or August 30th. I'm moving August 31st. So my mom was just like, please just spend the night at your aunt's house. Like, just spend the night at your aunt's house, then go back to the house during the day. The movers will be there, and then just move. So that's exactly what I did, because there was concern that he would get out of jail angry and catch an Uber with no money and come back to the house, either for retaliation or because he's just in a fucking manic mode. And so that's where he went. I really didn't want to take any chances. It's just that simple. I did not want to take any chances. I knew that at that point, legally, the law's on my side. Y'all are divorced. You have no reason to be at this home. I knew that that's what the police would say. But I wasn't 100% sure, because truthfully speaking, I did not know this man. We can make all the jokes we want. I did not know this man. I thought I knew him, but you never really know a pathological liar. So, needless to say, he got released August 30th. I went to my aunt's house for the night. August 31st, I went back to the house. The movers were there. They packed me up, and we got out of there so quick. I think they packed me up in about 2 hours. I honestly told them, there is extra money in this if you guys can get me packed up, meaning loaded up onto the truck, because everything was packed. But I explained to them, this is a domestic situation. I need you guys to move quickly. When I moved out of that house on August 31st, anything that Legion touched, I got rid of. I sold the furniture. I sold dining room tables. I donated plates, glasses. When I tell you I moved out and I started over, I completely purged my life. Completely started over. I mean, I was not willing to take a single item into my new home that reminded me of him. From the dishes in the kitchen to the towels in the linen closet. When I tell you Amazon and Ross were my best friends, I mean.
Did she get a new car? I mean, I'm just asking for a friend. Did she get a new car? I know some of y'all don't like the way I'm looking at this right about now, but I want to know, did she trade in that Nissan Altima that he helped her get? Did she trade that joker in too?
They were my best friends because I could not fathom moving into a new home, a new space with anything that reminded me of him. I sold the bed, got a new bed. If he had bought me clothes, I got rid of them. If he bought me shoes and purses, okay, I kind of kept the heels. But everything else I got rid of. So I completely purged my life. Completely. Started over from the bottom in terms of just the move. I could not take any piece of him with me. Could not.
Y'all, I don't know. Did she get rid of the Nissan? Did she get rid of the Nissan? Because she said she completely purged her life of him. I understand purge and I understand trying to, well, let me take this back. I understand wanting to rid yourself of bad memories. But hell, I think I still got some shit that I had. Let me see. Let me think. I may not have, I know I have some stuff that I had from my last marriage, which was over 22 years ago. But I don't know about the first marriage. I can't think. I got a damn child. You can't purge yourself of your whole child. But yeah, I don't know. Let's continue. She did get rid of the car. Continue to listen. Yeah, I'm sure she's gonna come back because somebody said something to her.
Part 49, who the fuck did I marry? So after the whole, I moved and I started over, basically, completely started over. So there was a period of time where different people had reached out to me, people who knew him. Apparently, he was still trying to find a couch to sleep on. And so one guy in particular had reached out to me because I guess Legion had asked him if he could come and stay with him and his family because he was homeless and had nowhere to go. And so he had lied and told the guy, because again, he's a liar. So he had lied and told the guy that, I had kicked him out. We're divorced. I had taken all his money. And so that's why he's homeless. So the gentleman simply was reaching out to me on Facebook to confirm what is actually true. And he and I talked, because he ended up calling me. He and I talked for a while. Very respectful, really nice guy, very compassionate. And so I told him, I was like, I said, we are divorced. So I have nothing to do with him. I said, I wouldn't bring him in my house with my family if I were you. But that's just me. And so the guy was like, lady, he didn't say lady, but he was like, lady, you dodged a bullet. He was like, I know you may not see it now, my sister, but you dodged a bullet. You dodged a bullet big time. And so, just in talking to him, he was very encouraging. Like, it sounds like you got a good head on your shoulders. It sounds like you a good woman. And no, he was not flirting at all. He was like, it sounds like you a good woman. And I really hope this does not mess you up. Like, don't let him mess you up. Don't let him, like diminish your shine kind of thing. And I appreciate that. I did, because at that time, again, had moved into my new place. 2021 was the worst year I ever had. I'm not saying that so that 2024 can be like, hold my beer. But 2021 was a dark year. Started out married, end of the year divorced, end of the year with COVID and divorced. And that period of time, that August, September time, I felt like I was just walking around like a numb woman. I didn't know if I was coming or going. I didn't know I didn't know what to do, because I felt like I had just been through hell. And it was a period of time where I had to sit down and I had to really, really deal with some stuff that I just simply was not ready to deal with. Things that I had to come to grips with that I really wasn't ready to come to grips with. So, fast forward all this time, get to December of 2021. Yes, this is where the story does end. Get to December of 2021. I am out sick with COVID. I'm not at work. I get a phone call from my coworker telling me that Legion has called our job looking for me and was trying to get information to on how to reach me. Yes, I had already changed my number. Again, I had already moved, but he knew where I worked. So apparently he had called trying to find me, and the person that answered the phone was like, we're not going to give you that information. So he said, well, can you ask her to give me a call? I'm just trying to get a hold of her so I can get my stuff. The stuff he's talking about are those tote bags from July. So he was calling. And it was a problem. He was trying to reach out to me on Facebook. He was trying to reach out to family members on Facebook, trying to get me to call him so that he could make arrangements to come get his stuff. The devil is a lie. So my friend Tracy, who came to my rescue again, my friend Tracy was like, okay, here's what you're going to do. She said, you're going to send him a message and you are going to say these exact words. I sent him a text message. She said, and she told me, you're going to send a text message because it's going to be timestamped. And basically the text message says, I do not have your stuff. I did not have your stuff. I have nothing that belongs to you. If you continue you are disrupting the work of my job by calling and asking for me. We have no contact with each other. I will send you a copy of the divorce decree that shows whatever is in your possession you own and whatever is in my possession I own. If you contact me directly or indirectly ever again, I will get a restraining order on you. Now, for those of you who are watching this in 2024, and you're probably like, wow, she's dramatic. Please understand that what I just said, I meant. I mean that. If you ever try to contact me directly or indirectly, I will get a restraining order.
So she got her number changed and he started contacting her job just for her to turn around and give him her number again by texting him saying, don't text me. Okay.
I have it in writing. I've always had it in writing. And if I need to rewrite it again in 2024, I will, because the boundaries still stand. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the last time I had any contact whatsoever with my pathologically lying ex-husband.
Okay, so there's a 50. Let's find out what's going on 50. Um, let's find out what happened on 50.
Part 50. Who the fuck did I marry?
And then I got some stuff to say.
So, the aftermath. There are some realizations I had to come to after the divorce and everything had passed. One, Legion never loved me. He never loved me. He doesn't love himself, so I know he didn't love me. Number two, he didn't even like me. He watched me get excited about things that he knew I was not going to get. And not even just the possession stuff. Like, of course, we know I was excited to be the woman whose husband is like, I'm taking my wife to London. I was excited to be the woman whose husband was like, yeah, I bought my wife a brand new BMW X5. You have to understand is all the jokes that we make about the BMW. It was the time and effort that he spent in taking me to dealerships and being sure to put me in the car and test drive the car and, oh, I can see you in this. I like this for you. It seems safe. It was the effort to really make me believe that he was going to get this just for him to fuck with me. The effort in taking me to all these homes to see my face light up as a woman who grew up on welfare, to be able to walk into these 4 and 5 bedroom homes knowing that he didn't have any money to buy it. Imagine if he had just been honest and said, hey, I like in my free time to go to open houses and just see how the other people live. Imagine if he had just said that versus wasting not only my time, but the wasting the time of the realtors who did nothing wrong. There's a level of cruelty to my ex-husband that I had never experienced before. And God knows, I pray I never experience it again. That's the word that comes to mind when I think of him. He is cruel. And it wasn't just me, he did it to the ex-wife. So, do I trust? No. I trust the people who were in my life before him. If we were friends or if we were in a relationship or whatever and I knew you before him, I trust you explicitly. But if you're somebody I just met, I don't trust you. I don't. There's no point in me getting on here and saying and making it seem like, oh, I'm so strong, I'm so brave. I struggle big time. Because on one hand, I want to like someone. On the other hand, I'm immediately thinking, what if it's a repeat? And I'm going to be honest with y'all, I can't go through that again. I can't. Every single thing in our relationship was a lie. It took me a while to realize every single day this man lied to me. Every single day he lied to me. Every conversation he had was a lie. I will never know how much he lied to me. I'll never know. I've made my peace with it. I will never know how deep it really truly goes. I only know what I experienced, and I only know what God allowed me to see. But I'm willing to bet that there's a lot I still don't know. When people say, oh, you dodged a bullet, like you just, and I've read a lot of the comments on this, and people have sent me a lot of the comments. And so I need to make one thing very clear. I am fully aware I dodged a bullet. I am so grateful to my God that I did not have that man's child. I'm sorry if that offends some of you, but it's the truth. I'm grateful that we didn't buy a house and that I'm not financially tied to him in any way, shape, or form. But I am also grateful for the fact that there are things about my ex-husband that I discovered in terms of how he is when it comes to other women. And I'm grateful that God has kept me and protected me. That's all I'm gonna say. So when I started out making this series and I made the decision to tell my story, my motive was I just want to help one person. If there is a woman out there who's like, God, I want to be married and I met this guy and something don't seem right, but maybe it's not that bad. My advice is, honey, just go ahead and do your research, because I can honestly tell you, being single sucks, okay? In my opinion, sometimes it sucks, but being married to the wrong person is a type of hell no one should have to go through. You should not have to be married to someone that does not like you. You should not have to be married to someone that doesn't even love you. And I know what that is like. I know what it's like to be told, hey, babe, I love you. And yet, I swear, I think that man sat back in the recliner with his WWE Championship Roman Reigns belt and laughed his ass off at me every day. Like, damn, she really believed it. Ha, 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 ha. I do. I really do think that. My radar was broken because I am an intelligent woman, and I know that I know better. And I still sometimes ask myself, how the fuck did you let this happen? How did you let this be your story? All because at the time I wanted it to be my turn. And I hoped it was my turn. And when people say, well, what do you mean by that? I just meant, we all see it, whether it's social media or real life, we all see where the woman she done been through some stuff, but she finally met someone who appreciates, loves, and respects her. And it is a beautiful thing. I had hoped that when I met him, it was my turn for that. And instead of being obedient, I wanted to be right, and I wanted to do what I wanted to do. And the cost of that decision was heavy. The toll of reliving this whole scenario was heavy. It was. I'm almost surprised at how hard it was to actually finish this playlist. Not because I couldn't remember stuff. I probably remember way more details than what I actually put out. But it's just the fact that it's like I'm reminding myself, how did you let this happen? So, therapy is real. Therapy helps. Stella Rosa Black helps too. And yes, I will one day get to London. I will get my dark blue BMW X5 with a cognac interior. I believe I will get those things. Just got to get them a different route. So, thank you all for being on the playlist of Who the Fuck Did I Marry? I promise I will go live, and I will let you all know when I go live so that we can have a wine night full of question and answers. Thank you for watching.
Woo, child. Woo, child. Woo, child. Woo, child. Okay. Let me give you my take on the ending of this story. Well, first of all, let me just say this. Do I believe her story? Yes, I still believe her story. I believe she went through all of that with this guy. Okay. Okay. But I also believed that a lot of the stuff was ignored because she, well, one, believed him and wanted the shit that he was he wanted the she wanted the lies to be true. Okay. Even when she saw with her own eyes that he had disrespected her with the women in his inbox and stuff like that, she was willing to overlook that type of stuff because she thought that there was a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. She believed his lies. And that goes to show you that some women will stay through abuse and through lies, manipulation, and all that other bullshit for material things. She was in this relationship for material things. Yes, she may have thought that this was the one, this was the relationship, it was her turn. But he sold her a dream and she bought it. She bought the dream, y'all. She bought the dream. And I understand some of y'all saying, oh, we're doing the same thing the other side doing. No, we're not. We're not harassing this lady. We're not going up under her comments and calling her all type of names under her posts. We're not harassing her while she's trying to work. We're breaking down a story on our own platform. Now, I would encourage anybody, don't go to her particular page and call her liars and watch every single thing she say and do from now on and stalk, harass, and bash her. That's actually insulting, Lauren, that you said we're acting like the other side, because we're not. So I don't know how you looking at it, but the other side stalked, harassed, and bashed a woman for over a year. We're breaking down one story. That's what content creators do. They break down a story and they give their opinion. Their opinion may not be agreeable with everybody else's opinion, but we could never be the other side. We don't stalk, harass, and bash people. That's not what we do. But in this situation right here, I believe she went through this. But to say she went through this for love, no, she went through this for a dream. She said in 50 that he didn't love her. I don't think that she loved him either. They literally moved in with each other within 2 weeks. You can blame it on COVID or whatever you want to blame it on. This man paid for her meal. This man got her tire fixed. This man paid her bills within 2 weeks of knowing her. Okay. She already admitted that she used to be on welfare. Okay. She said from a kid growing up on welfare. So she was already used to I ain't gonna say a bad life, but she was already used to a certain type of living. Now, all of a sudden, she's getting a taste of the good life. You got a man that paid for your meal. That took you to a restaurant that you think is a high class restaurant, Cheesecake Factory, right? He paid to get your tire fixed. He fixed your tire, paid for a new tire. Then he moves in and take over all the bills. She had no bills. Well, no household bills. That is an upgrade for her. She wanted that lifestyle at any cost. Now, eventually, because of all the other little things that he did in between, the line about getting her a house or getting her more, upgrading her more and more and more, he lied. I definitely agree that he lied. I definitely agree that he's a pathological liar. I definitely agree that he led her on, but she admitted out her own mouth he never put hands on her. He mentally abused her by lying to her. And abuse is abuse. He mentally abused her by making her, think, oh, I got brothers, I got sisters, yeah, he lied. He lied. I get it. He is a pathological liar. I think he has a mental problem, right? But I also believe that, well, what we all know that everybody plays a part in their own stories. Everybody plays a part. She played a part. He played a part as well. But I don't want to sit here and try to, just because she's a woman and I'm a woman too, I don't want to sit here and say, yeah, it's her story. But toward the end, I start seeing, no, I ain't even gonna say toward the end, probably in the middle too. Well, throughout the whole story, She took part in it. Yes, she took accountability for it. But he sold her a dream and she bought it. Now, the relationship is over. He got to pick up the pieces. He needs to move on. But let me ask you this. Do you think that it's fair that he's being drugged through social media because he did that to her? Just answer that for me. Do you think it's fair? But what he did to her, it was a personal thing that he did to her. And she's telling her story. I got that. But now, do you think that it's fair that she dragged him all over social media for what he did to her? I think that I don't think that anybody should not tell their story. I think that everybody should have to be able to tell their story. I think I would have liked a different ending to the story. It's her story. Of course, it's her story. I'm not taking that away from her. But I would have looked at her a little different if she said, you know what? You can have everything that you came in this house with. This your car? Take your car. Come get your car. These your clothes? Come get your clothes. Get your shit. Leave me the fuck alone. Don't ever call me again. Don't ever come around. But get your shit. Her giving his shit away, her getting his car repossessed, her doing the things that she did toward the end, distasteful. For what? What did he take from her? He didn't take anything from her. He added to her. To be honest with you. Yeah, he fucked her up thinking that she was going to get bigger and better things. I got that, but not one time through the whole 50 series that I hear that he harmed her. How did he harm her? By saying we about to buy a house? By lying to her, saying that we got this money? Because that's what he did. He lied about, he lied about him being bigger and better than he is. But how did that harm her? I can see if she came back and said, because I was waiting for her to say, I found out that he ain't paid the bills in 3 months, and now I got to go cover the bills. Did she say any of that? How did he harm her outside of not being there when she miscarried, which was horrible, and lying to her about upgrading her life? Please tell me, how did he harm her? I'm waiting. How did he harm her in the little year that they were married? How did he harm her outside of not coming through on upgrading her car, her house, and being at the hospital? And he should have been. How did he harm her? I'm waiting for anybody to explain, because I'm willing to listen. Yeah, he lied to her. We got that. I don't see where anybody is answering the question. Did anybody say how he harmed her outside of telling her that he's going to upgrade her life to a new nice house, a nice vehicle, and lying about his family dynamics and not being at the hospital? But anyway, all I'm saying is toward the end, if she would have showed grace, because everybody, well, not everybody, most people have grace in their heart, right? And if we want to compare this to the Brianna story, Brianna showed Robert grace a lot, because I know 100%. She showed him grace a lot. She didn't show him grace at the end. She wanted this man left with nothing. That tells a lot about her, and we're missing it. because she's a woman and we're missing it. We're like, oh, it's her story and we shouldn't be trying to depict her story because, you know, this is her story to tell. It is. But you can't sit here and say you can't miss something that jumps out in your face. She has a dark heart to want to see someone with nothing. She wanted to see him with nothing because he hurt her. Maybe she didn't tell us everything. Maybe she did not tell us everything. And another thing, I remember early in the video, she said the sex cut off after they got married. They met in March. They got what month did they get married, y'all? They met in March. They got married in July, or was it June? And then they got a divorce the following August. She said the sex cut off after they got married. Right? He was just a compulsive liar. She said he paid all the bills. She's more hurt than her lifestyle was upgraded. That's what I'm talking about, Glenn. He lied and said he was going to upgrade her life. I get it. I would be pissed too. I would be mad, but I don't know if I would be so mad that I want to see him, everything that he has gone. The man already got a mental issue. We realize that he's a pathological liar. And he lives some type of dream in his head. He's a narcissist. He's whatever word you want to say he is. But outside of lying about who he is and what he's going to do for her, did he deserve to be left with nothing? I know some of y'all are saying, yeah. I would have been like, here's your shit. Here's your fuck this TV. Take it. I already put it in the car for you. I would have had one of my male friends roll his car out the driveway and sit it on the side of the road. And when he came back to the house, the car would have been right there. I would have been like, if your ass don't want to go back to jail, you would get your ass in that car and leave. I would have gave him his TV. He could have took that. His clothes, I would have let him have his clothes. She knew he was homeless for 2 weeks, but that wasn't good enough. She wanted him homeless now with no truck, no clothes, no money, and he got to start all the hell over. That's fine. That's his problem. He's a man. He can do it. Yeah, I don't like what she did toward the end, and it's her story, meaning that she's gonna tell it how she see fit. Who knows what she did after, you know? But, you know, I'm not into the, she said he embarrassed her, so she embarrassed him. If you want to look at it like that, embarrassing someone and stripping them of every single thing they have, clothes, shoes, car, whatever. She said a person can make you dark. I do agree with that, Tammy. A person can turn you dark. Well, let me just say it like this. You can choose to become dark of what a person did to you. You still make that choice. I would have definitely gave him his personal paperwork and the TV and his car. Even though he ain't paid a note, that would not have been my job to get his car repossessed. Let them people come and do whatever they want to do. I'm not calling them and saying, oh, y'all looking for this car? Well, here it goes. Because now, Lauren, I see you're not talking, and I'm not trying to call you out. You know I love you. The thing about it is you said that she said later on in the video that she gave his Nissan back. I didn't hear that. Did y'all? I didn't hear that she gave that Nissan back that he helped to get her. Did I miss that? Was that in 50 or 51? She said, no, I'm keeping the TV. I would have gave him that damn TV. And that's going to keep him away from me. If that's gonna keep him stop, harassing me, well, I would, she texted him and said, "Don't you ever call me again, this, that, and the other." Now it could have been Facebook, but to me, he would have been blocked. I don't understand why he wasn't blocked, you know. Now I believe the wife that said that she don't, because I think Tessa said, the wife said, "I don't want to have nothing to do with him," or something like that. Like, I hope he never reaches out to me. I believe the wife blocked him and don't want him to reach out to her whatsoever. But I think Tessa still some kind of way felt that things could be different between them two. He was suffering in the end anyway. She didn't need to make him suffer anymore, in my opinion. I felt that way too, Kimberly. She said she already said something was wrong with the brother knee. He was limping. He was losing weight like crazy. He was a 3X and he was down to a medium or large. He was already going through his turmoil. I'm not saying sit here and stick a pacifier in somebody's mouth, but I'm saying we should always find time to show grace. Look at Brianna now. She's showing grace. It's things that we don't agree with that she's doing now to a guy that took her through the most, but she's showing grace because it's what's in your heart will come out. We can't get mad at her because she don't have a dark heart where she hold grudges against somebody forever. She said he's not a narcissist. He's just a damn pathological liar. RH is the definition of a narcissist. Okay, well, I don't know if he's a narcissist or not. But what I do know is he lived a fairy tale life in his head. He feels that he's bigger and better than what he really is. He sells people dreams that he cannot fulfill. So whatever you call that, you mental health people, let me know what you call a person that sell you a dream and know he can't never come through on it. Because that's what it sounds to me. It sounds like that he want to be more than what he is, and he wants other people to feel that he's more than what he really is. What is that called, y'all? Tell me. I don't know what it's called. I don't know. He wasn't eating, pissing in bottles. Yes, his torture was already starting. Exactly. I'm not a beat a person when they down type of chick. That's just not me. I'm not going to sit here and say, come back to my house and rent a room. Hell no. Get the fuck away from me. Get away from me. But here's your TV. Here's your TV. Here's your truck. Come get your truck. Come get your shit. I just need you to get out of my life. I'm moving tomorrow and I don't want to have nothing to do with you. Don't call me. I won't call you, but here's your shit. She said, I would have had the car taken away because she could have been left with another car note she couldn't afford. How was she going to be left with another car note if it's their divorce and the car is in his name? Their divorce. Just because you give a car back to somebody is going to make you have to pay the note, Lauren? Think about what you're saying, babe. And if if you wanted a car gone from your yard, I would have got it towed. That a car getting towed, they take to a tow yard or something like that. Not the damn dealership. Oh, he owes a note. Come get your shit. No, just get it towed. He would have had to pay $200 and some dollars, maybe $300, depending on how much it costs these days. $300 to get his car back. I think it's $250, $270, something like that, or whatever. Go get your car from the junkyard or wherever it's at. But he still would have had access to it. But she called the finance company. She called the car dealership and said, oh, y'all looking for this car? He hasn't paid a note. Well, here it goes. She did much. Come on, we can't. I understand being there for our queens and this, that, and the other, but y'all can't sit here and say this girl didn't do the most at the end. And she did it because she was mad that she didn't get the lifestyle upgraded like she wanted to. He lied to her. I get that. I believe her story. I believe he lied. I believe he lied. She said, I'm stuck with a $67,000 bill that my ex-husband incurred. My name was not on it. Thankfully, I had the money and paid it off. But guess what? She ain't stuck with no bills. What bills is she stuck with? For months, he paid all the household bills. She should have been stacking her dollars. If anything, he made her financial situations lighter. Angela, I'm with you on that. That's right, Water. I don't see how you can come up with that, Lauren. How's she going to be stuck with the car note? How's she going to be stuck with a car note when they're divorced? They were divorced. So how could she have been stuck with a car note? Her name wasn't on the car because she would have gotten a call for past due payments. If she would have stacked, she maybe could have went and bought her own BMW. Girl, okay, fine. He got himself a repo by not paying his bills. Y'all don't understand. So I think what y'all saying, which you don't have to agree with me, but let me tell you what type of person I am. So let's just say, let's say your ex, you know that your ex was involved in a crime and y'all broke up, but you know where he lived. Let's just say you do. Would you call the police if you see him coming, see that his name came across the TV and it said that he was involved in a crime? Would you call the police and say, oh, I know where he lived? Or would you be like, I know where he lived, but I ain't getting in that. Let them find him. Let them do their job. Or would you be the one that be like, ring, he in apartment 7 on 5th Street? Because I'm the type of person that I'm going to let the cops do their damn job. I'm not about to call the police and tell the police where he at. That's my ex. That ain't none of my damn business. Yes, I know where he lived, but the cops going to have to find him themselves. That's how I roll. I'm not about to call and give out information. Let them do their own damn job. That's what type of person I am. That's what they get paid the big bucks for, baby. Why am I gonna call them and say, oh, he apartment 7. I can't stand that bastard. For what? Let them do their job. Deborah said he going to jail. Oh, Deborah. Deborah said he going to jail. Well, that just shows right there that different people think different ways. Not saying your way is wrong. It's just saying that I don't operate like that. I'm gonna stay in the boundaries. I'm gonna look now. I'm gonna be like, but I'm not about to help get him in trouble. Is what I'm saying. I'm not about to help. You know what I mean? She said, I believe her story, but I don't understand why she continued to torment him. I'll wipe my hands and leave and learn from this. Yeah, I believe her story, but I would have gave him his shit and said, leave me the fuck alone. He don't have nobody, Especially, I think I would have had a little bit of empathy knowing that he was really mental. I believe that this man is, I believe even to this day, he mental. But somebody sent me the wife's, the real wife. I mean, not the real wife, the ex-wife's version. Hold on, let me get it. I gotta pull up Facebook. Hold on. She told her story. Have y'all heard her? Have y'all heard her give her take on it's on my Facebook Messenger. The ex-wife came forward and had some things to say. Why did I click on this? Lord Jesus. Why? Okay, more, please. Just go to your inbox. 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 Do not stop right now. Hold on. Hold on. See, y'all, I should have never read that right there, but I am going to go to my inbox and mind my business. See that y'all be trying to get me in trouble. Hold on, let me tell you about the wife, or is it the ex-girlfriend? So it's an ex-girlfriend and a wife that spoke out, depending on how long it is. Hold on. Woo, child, honey. Let me get the wife's. I know somebody sent me the wife. Did they text it to me? All right, let me look for the wife. Because it's a wife and a girlfriend that has come out. I think this is the girlfriend. All right, hold on. Okay, this is the wife, y'all. Ex-wife. I'm sorry. This is the ex-wife. This is the lady that he tried to say cheated on him, and the kids wanted to stay. All my children child support. Y'all crazy. Okay, here we go. Oh shoot, I'm trying to pull up her video. Hold on.
Brought to my attention that my ex-husband is out here in these streets disturbing individuals as he always has.
All right, y'all, hold on a second. All right, here it goes. Oh shoot. All right, here it goes, y'all. Sorry.
So I'm going to address the elephant in the room because it's been brought to my attention that my ex-husband is out here in these streets disturbing individuals as he always has, and I have been brought into this. Let me first say, this chapter of my life is closed. I have moved on. It's been more than 10 years. I'm over it. I'm done. I'm good. Okay? But after I say this, let's just leave it alone. I don't want to talk about this anymore. I'm not going to address it anymore because I have nothing to do with this. This is my past life. The book is closed. Okay. So Legion, as y'all call him, is a despicable, nasty, and vile individual. I fell for the trap over 10 years ago. Yes, he was charming and I was broken mentally. Okay. Understand, self-love was not here at all for me to actually love myself enough to understand that this is not love. He manipulated me. He loved bombed me. All of the, oh, I'm going to do this or I'm going to do that and everything else. Yes. Oh,
Now, you see how she's saying he manipulated her and he love bombed her. I believe it. I believe that he manipulated Reesa, Tessa, and loved bomb her as well. I absolutely agree with that. And I believe he did it to her. And I believe he probably do it to every woman that he comes in contact with. You know, I believe that.
of these things were said to me. Guess what? None of it happened. He's manipulative and he literally tried to ruin my life. He had family turn against me because he wanted to tell people lies about me and things of that nature. And unfortunately, he's very, very good at what he does.
I believe it.
It took me many, many, many years to get past that. I have healed. And with this situation being brought back to me, it's like cutting me back open with a dagger because I was already healed up. The Band-Aid had been left. I've gotten married. I'm happy. Been good, right? But this man is a pathological liar.
I believe it.
Gave up all types of promises, but to the cars and houses, just like Reesa. But guess what? None of that ever came to pass, right? So I just need for people to know that this situation was traumatic as hell for me. And then I hear about, because I've not watched any of the videos, because for what? Like, it's not my business anymore. I feel bad for anybody that he comes into contact with. And I will tell any female that sees his picture, don't ever, just let it go. Because he needs some serious mental help and he needs to be evaluated and be locked away. So that's what I will say. And as far as like me not filing for divorce, I didn't file for divorce because I was afraid for my life. I didn't want to be served. In order for me to file, I would have to tell him where exactly I was. And I didn't want him to know that.
Oh, wow.
So no, I absolutely was not filing because I was afraid at the time. But guess what? It was ended before it even really started.
Wow.
But at the same token, I still was very, very, very not mentally, in love with myself. So that's one of the things that really got me. So I genuinely feel empathy for the women that have been down his path. When all this stuff was going on with him and I, there was no social media, TikTok or anything like that. But at the same token, I just wanted to heal through my processes. I didn't want to sit there and have to tell the whole world my business because I'm a very private person and I don't do trauma. I will also say this. I did not hit Legion at all. I did not hit this man. He went to jail because he was impersonating a police officer, telling people that he was a detective of the police department in Atlanta, Georgia. And that is why he went to jail. Also for stalking one of the guards that were over where we lived at. That is why he went to jail. Wow. So he didn't go to jail because of we never went to court about me putting my hands on him. My son did, yes, interact with him. And my son, yes, he did put his hands on him because he threatened me for the last time. And enough was enough. Oh, wow. As you go through life, you can either sit down and continue to take it, or you can get up and triumph and do what you need to do so that you can make your life better. And at that point, enough was enough for me. I was done. I was no longer going to be the victim because I'm not a victim. I'm not a doormat. You can't step on me. You can't do whatever you want to do to me and me take it. So I left. I will also say, I need people to understand this is my life we're talking about, right? So this situation is triggering, but it's triggering me because it needs to be said. But it's one of those things where I was okay with not saying it. I was good. after this conversation, after I'm done saying my piece, if anybody wants to actually, know how I healed from all of this, you're more than welcome to go, click into my link on my Ms. Missouri page on Facebook. And you're more than welcome to listen to my show tonight. Because my Health, My Mind, and Body radio show is literally about healing. And my show tonight is about elevating your mental. And I've been elevating my mental for years. And I'm so fucking proud of myself. You know why? Because I've done a lot of work to get past all that shit that was going on in my past. So all that, Reesa Tessa, I pray, honey, that you get the healing that you need, sweetie, because guess what? It took me time. And I pray that you get the healing that you need. And anybody else, Vivian or anybody else, I pray that you guys get the healing that you need. Because this situation is not easy. But I hope that you guys really get the healing that you need. So that way, you guys can move forward in your life, because it's possible to have a love of your life after all of this trauma. It is very possible. So with that being said, you guys, I really hope that, this will be on my end anyways. You guys can continue talking about it if you like, but I'm done because I'm not a victim. I got out and I moved on. I am not attached to this man. Don't want to be attached to this man. He's out of my life, been out of my life all of these years, and don't want to have anything to do with him. So that's just that. If anybody wants to know how I triumphed through all of this, because I have to go into obviously more details, you guys can go ahead and go onto my show, and I'll go ahead and put the link on my Facebook, and I'll also put it here on TikTok for you guys to be able to see. Other than that, I'm signing off. This is your girl, Ms. Missouri. And make sure y'all tune in tonight at My Health, My Mind, and Body radio show. Ahala.
Okay, then, honey. I guess she told y'all, okay, so that's hers. Let me get, it sounds like she's definitely moved on. She definitely wants to be done and over. It looks like one of his ex-girlfriends may have spoken out. Hold on a second. Let me see if this is it. Let me see if this is the ex.
He's a weird dude. He's a weird guy.
He else. Hold on.
Yo, y'all. Oh my God.
Okay, this is one of the ex-girlfriends. Hold on.
Y'all, I'm only on here because I'm here to collaborate Reesa Tessa's story. I too survived Legion, aka Jerome McCoy, aka Rome McCoy, aka out of Augusta, aka Pathological Liar, aka I'm from Philly, aka I had to call the police to get this man out of my apartment in Clayton County. And by the grace of God, the situation went the way that it went because the police had to put a restraining order on him not to come back to my home, my property. I mean, it wasn't a restraining order. It was like a trespassing order. I'm sorry. I want to get it right. That he agreed to. And the police had to come to my home at like 11, 12 o'clock that night when I was putting this stuff out. And again, that morning, because I had to figure out a way to get his pathological, weird, narcissistic behind out of my home. And I'm not laughing at Reese. I'm totally not. I'm not even laughing at the situation. I'm laughing because I know what kind of trauma came behind that short period of time relationship. He lied to my family, told my family he played for the Cowboys or something like that. I don't know. And my sister and my family can collaborate the story. We spent Christmases together, like holidays. We lived together. Like we physically lived together. The same shoes that he posted in one of his videos, it was some felines, some black felines. Girl, guy, I got them shoes from Shoe Show on Old National in Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, wow.
They were some felines, and he wanted some peanut butter bottom felines because I had, at the time, it was really popular, I could say 2014, peanut butter bottom shoes was really popular. Ever had peanut butter bottom Air Force Ones, just peanut butter bottom Reebok. Everybody wanted some peanut butter bottom which is the brown gummy looking bottoms on their kicks. So I had that. He probably got some Jordans. It was some stuff that we got for Christmas. Now where did he get this money from, y'all? I don't know. But I will tell you this, brother couldn't keep a job, would not keep a job more than a few months. Probation officer showed up at my door one day, told me I really don't know who I'm dealing with, but she wouldn't give me no freaking details. Clayton County, y'all ought to be ashamed. I should sue y'all now because he probably had done this to other women, which is why he was on probation, more than likely. But come to find out, as the son of the other woman that he was with prior, I got it fresh, y'all. I'm talking about fresh, like the guy who beat him up. I got it fresh. He actually got locked up when we were talking for violation of probation. They pulled him over, and somehow I don't even remember back then. Like, he got pulled over. They saw that he had a warrant for his arrest. He got taken to Clayton County. Then that was probably like in 2015. The probation people they ended up letting him out. He was only in there for maybe about 3 weeks or so, maybe 3 or 4 weeks, was begging to get out, thought I was going to post bail. I was like, no. Thought he was going to get in my pockets. I was like, no. Thought he was coming back. I was like, no, you got to go. Y'all, he walked from Clayton County, and I'll tell y'all now, he walked from Clayton County jail to my apartment.
Damn.
Which I'm not going to tell y'all exactly, but it was off West Fayetteville Road, gated community. Walked from Clayton County jail to my apartment one morning, like they released him or something, and he walked to come back to my apartment. And I was like, how did you get here? What happened? You know, because I did not want him to come back to my home. Sorry, y'all, my phone's about to go there. But anywho, Reesa Tisa is telling the truth. Girl, I'm sorry you married him. I'm so sorry. I made him do an HIV test back in the day.
Damn.
He was nowhere even now. I mean, he looks way different now. But like she said, very charming, told the greatest stories. Oh, he's a mirror. If you look at classic narcissism, he did. And at that time, y'all, I had no clue what being a narcissist was. I did not know. I had no clue. But when I say textbook pathological liar, narcissistic with borderline personality disorder, yeah, I got it all diagnosed, y'all, because I had to go to therapy to get over this craziness, thinking that I was cuckoo, and I was not. Reesa Tisa, girl, reach out to me, girl. I can fill in some of them blanks for you, because that was from 2014 to 2016. He had a break in there where he had 2 other women, 2 others, before he met you. And I met him on a dating site back then, on Facebook. I think, as a matter of fact, still was on Facebook. It might have been Facebook. I think it was Facebook. But anywho, online dating was really just kicking off. Like, people really didn't like it, really didn't trust it. I definitely don't trust it, have not trusted it since. But girl, hit me up. Message me. I could give you and fill in some details for you. Yeah, he told me his mom passed. His dad was a police officer, and he found him dead in the house. So he was traumatized from that. He had a friend in Augusta named Tabitha that he used to talk back and forth with on. Yeah, I'm giving names and receipts, honey, because I don't care.
Names, baby.
That he used to talk back and forth with. His aunt he had an aunt in Florida, and he had an aunt and an uncle, I think, in Philly. They used to send him money back and forth. The aunt in Florida just finally cut him off because she was like, I'm not giving Rome any more money. He needs to get a job, and he needs to stand up on his 2 feet.
Oh, wow.
The brother that he told me about, I think the mom, y'all, it was just so much, like she said, because the way he talks, he circles you, and he'll have you confused, not really understanding what you understand, that you understand, that you know. It's just, and that's the trick of a manipulator. Like, that's what they do. The brother that he told me was his brother, I found out later was not his brother. He claimed he owned a gym, and he was going to be a partner with this company, and they were going to buy him a company car.
He told the same lies.
Like, the lies were so, and like she said, the crazy part is, y'all, I don't know how he does it. He had paperwork.
Oh,
he
wow.
had paperwork to prove this stuff. Like, for real, had paperwork. So you would, I saw emails about the guy saying, "Oh yeah, go and take a look at the car. Let me know what you think." So I think he goes around and just creates emails and sends himself emails to collaborate his story. Yeah, girl, we all up at the BMW and the Mercedes-Benz dealership off Cobb Parkway in Atlanta, Georgia, at the Audi dealership looking at R8s and all this kind of stuff. I look back now and I was just like, I mean, I wouldn't have known. Because like I said, he literally had names, paperwork to collaborate the story. So I don't, and he told me the same thing about getting a job at one point. He was going to be a regional manager for Tires Plus. He told my mama that lie and took a picture and sent it to my mom. And she was just like, girl, he took a picture of the floor and said, like, we knew, you know, because I was planning my exit, because you have to plan an exit strategy to get away from somebody like that. It's not just up, you know, you just up and go, because they're crazy. Like I'm just telling y'all. I survived, so funny, girl. I hope Tyler Perry does pick this up, because the story needs to be told so that women can protect themselves. I, to this day, still have to second and third and fourth guess, just simply because you can't believe what you believe until you believe it. Until you know that it's the truth. Like people used to say, you believe none of what you hear and 80% of what you see. It made me not even believe the 80% that I saw. Like seriously, not even make, like it took a long time, y'all. It's 2024, and this young lady had been dealing with this since 2020. So I can only imagine what it's gonna take for her. I pray for her. She's gonna have to go to narc abuse therapy, because it really, and it's going to be so many triggering moments even after this that she's going to run into. It's going to be so much. It's going to be so much that she's going to have to deal with. So y'all, she's telling the truth. She's not lying. Everything she says, I can collaborate. I have pictures somewhere. I would have to go back and look through like my old phones and stuff. But yeah, it's the truth. My family will even come on and collaborate the story that this is him. This is what he does. And luckily I was able to get out. I'm safe and sound. I have moved on to a happy, loving, amazing relationship. And yeah, Tessa girl, do your thing.
Well, honey, you see, she didn't put it on the floor. Put it on the floor, baby. She didn't put it on the floor. Put it on the floor. All right, let me see. There is another one. It is okay. Y'all ready to hear from him, honey? We ain't even got to listen to all the little things that he didn't put out, because he didn't put out quite a bit. Hold on, wait a minute. It's another one.
He told my mother.
Who is this one? Hold on. No, this was hers. Hold on one second.
It's like this big time producer.
Okay, this is about,
you know what I'm.
Who is this? Hold on. Ex-stepson. Lord Jesus. Let's see what the stepson got to say, baby. Let's see what the stepson done said, honey.
He's a weird dude. He's a weird guy. He told my mother he was like this big time producer. You know what I'm saying? It's actually funny as fuck. It's comical because, you know, what he did to us, I feel like isn't as severe as what, you know, he did to that lady. But then again, I couldn't tell you because, like I said, I haven't listened to her entire story. But he was on the top of time with the Lion and telling my mother he was a producer. He was going to do this and that. He had connections, all this shit. He played in the NFL, all this extra ass shit. He had a wife and a daughter, and they died in a car accident or some wild shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, later into their relationship and with me being there, I got there a little bit after they met, like a couple years after they met. I got there in 2011. And, you know, when it dawned on me, he was telling, you know, my mom all this stuff, and it dawned on me that this man was working in North Augusta, South Carolina, at a Christian TV station. I'm sorry that I keep deleting the video.
Why he deleting it, y'all? He sounded like he was somebody that I would listen to. He sounded like somebody. He was saying he was all this extra shit. He was somebody special, but he was just extra. Okay, hold on. I don't know why he only told a little bit. Hold on one second. Let me see who this is.
Address the rumor.
Okay, this is a little bit of him. I don't think it's the whole thing.
Reesa, Tessa, ex-wife, who straight line to y'all. It's sad because it's completely false. And we went to marriage counseling, didn't work, and we broke up. But my message to her is please stop lying to these people, and you can tell them the real reason I left you, you cheated. I caught you in the house with Bradley, and we went to marriage counseling, didn't work, and we broke up. More to the point, I haven't decided who I'm going to talk to exactly or go on whose page or whatever. But I'm going to go ahead and let y'all know that she lied about everything. Follow her, don't follow her. That's up to you. All that stuff she said, it's complete lies. I'm going to...
I don't know, bro. I think that he's still lying, y'all. I don't know what y'all think. Hold on. It says the stepson, the ex-wife, and Jerome speaks out. This definitely true to the stepson. There's definitely truth to the stepson's Jerome's criminal record with Clayton County. The storyline is getting interesting by the day. All right, let me see what the record shows. Okay, let me just show y'all. Can y'all see it? It looked like he was charged with, this was in 2015. I'm trying to see of what. So it looks like, I'm not sure what the wife name is, but it looks like Tashawn Elijah. Was that her name? Hold on. I guess this just shows that he actually, oh, he was impersonating an officer. Oh my God. He really did get charged with impersonating an officer. So how can you really believe him when some of this shit is being, you see it right here, y'all. Oh shit. Do y'all see it right there at the bottom right here? It says impersonating an officer. Wait a minute though. Wait a minute. It says party name Jerome David McCoy. And the defendant, wait a minute, hold on. Oh, that's the attorney's name. So, okay, his attorney name was Carolyn Skall, but he was charged with impersonating an officer. Okay, all right, hold on. Let's see. What else they found on this joker? Hold on. So one of them was impersonating an officer and the other one was criminal trespassing. Okay, y'all, hold on. This one was for criminal trespassing. So it's true. Some of this stuff right here, do y'all see it? Hold on. Criminal trespassing, and this was 2016. So he's definitely not a stand-up honest person. It looks like they're collaborating his oh, this is battery. Look, y'all. Let me put this back up. He got charged with battery. Look at this. Battery, and it was family violence. That's what that means right there. Battery, family, battery violence. Is that what that means? Yeah, so he got charged with some shit. It was transferred to the state court, but this was in 2015. Again, he is the defendant. Okay, so it does look like some of the stuff that they're saying was collaborated, baby. He ain't that innocent person that he wants people to assume that he is or was or whatever you want to call it. Okay, so this looked like a longer video of the son.
Pretending like he was. We never knew if he was talking to somebody for real or if he was just fucking talking to himself. Like he would literally have like, bro, if you would go up, grab his phone and motherfucking try to look at it, it wouldn't be no one on the phone. It'd be just like the fucking main screen. Like this dude was really on that weird type of time. That's the type of shit that he was doing. Like no bullshit. And for the people who are saying like proof, all you gotta do is look up what I said about him getting locked up and me getting locked up in Clayton County. All you gotta do is look it up. The receipts are right there. Like I have no reason to lie about this. I'm actually surprised it took this long for someone to say something. I know why my mother didn't say anything, and that's because she was trying to forget about this shit. She wasn't really trying to think about it. I don't even know half the things he did to her because she keeps things from me because she knows how I am about her. Do you get what I'm saying? So, but I'm just telling you what I do know, and that lady ain't got no reason to lie. That lady was too detailed. That lady is telling the truth. I know this man. I have slept under the same roof as this dude, bro. And I'm so happy my mother got out when she did and when she stopped dealing with him because it was hell. It was hell. Shit.
One thing I'm gonna tell y'all.
If y'all won't,
hold on.
Like I could even tell you, like I'll break it down to how I got arrested. Shit. We was going to pick up my son. We was going to Augusta to pick him up. They argued the whole way there and the whole way back. Now my son I'm in the back seat. They both in the front seat. We about damn near, we in motherfucking Atlanta. Like we about to pull into the apartment complex. It got to the point where I got tired of it because he was saying shit to her like he was gonna hit her and do this and put his hands on her. And so when we got out the car, I told that man, you ain't about to put your hands on my mother and I'm tired of you threatening her. So we squared up. I hit that man one time. I hit him as hard as I could. I hit him in his face. And he was bleeding, he was leaking, and he didn't even put his hands on me. He just proceeded to call the police on me, and he got me locked up. You can look this shit up. Look my name up, Tayshawn Lopes. I got locked up in Clayton County. I can't remember what year it was, 2014, 2015. I can't remember what year, but I had got locked up for family assault or battery or some shit like that. You can look it up. I'm telling you. Like,
let me go back.
I thank God that the case was dismissed, but what if it wasn't? You get what I'm saying? The dumbass had to fucking get the bail money to get me out. Like you put me in fucking jail and then you had to pay money to get me out. He was fucking stupid. He's a dumbass.
Oh wow. So listen. Oh wow. So hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me go back to that thing again. Let me see. 1 second. Let me see something. Oh, he's right, y'all. He is right, baby. 2015, June 20. Well, the filing date was June the 19th of 2015, and it was, I guess, disposed or I don't know exactly what that means, but I guess got rid of. So tossed out, I guess, in June 23rd. So a few days later, they tossed it out. They dropped the charges or whatever. But yeah, he got charged with assault. Okay, so that's what we're looking at. Okay, so he's right. That was collaborated. Okay, hold on, y'all. Oh my God. So they saying this man was a piece of damn work, honey. Hold on, y'all. Hold on 1 second. Let me see. Let me see. All right. Hold on. What is this? No, not that one. This one. All right, let me see. And then we're going to he telling people that he didn't have Trini jobs. Hold on. All right. Somebody said he got an interview. Okay, let's find out what he talking about on this one. All right, so I guess this YouTuber is called Simply Wavy. If y'all want to subscribe and check that channel out, I'm just gonna hold on. Let me see what they're talking about. All right, here we go. Hold on.
Her car that she was driving at the time was trash. What happens if I lose my job? I get sick. I get this.
Oh, he looked like he a 3X again, baby, honey. Somebody is cornbread feeding this mofo over here, honey. He looking like one of the Baconators, because he looked like he is. I didn't know he was this big. Is he big? He looked kind of big to me. He looked kind of big to me. Hold on, I'm trying to put it on theater mode. All right, I guess. Okay, here we go.
That you spend money every day you step out the door.
He's telling the family that I stole his money.
I'm trying to be financially smart because you just go out and spend and spend and spending, and you only putting a quarter back.
She said, one thing you need to know about Legion. She said, whatever he tells you, it is a lie.
That's not it. You know, and she did it for likes.
I thought I knew, but I truly had no idea who the fuck I married.
The thoughts, views, and opinions expressed in this video do not reflect upon the host.
My exact finances, not your.
A conversation about.
As a girlfriend, not your business. How much money I make, not your business. My exact finances, not your business. She knew for a fact I had money because, again.
How can he sit here and try to say, y'all, that how much money he make is not his wife's business? I mean, you know, I do know some people roll like that, but what the? Okay, I guess y'all, that's how y'all do it. I guess I didn't do.
I bought dinner. I did everything. The first time we went out, yeah, she paid for hers. I paid for mine. After that, she didn't buy another meal
For the whole time.
Wait a minute, hold on. So he didn't pay for he didn't pay for Cheesecake Factory. She let him move in. I he paid for the Cheesecake Factory. Did Tessa lie? Child, the first date was what do you call that? Dutch. It was Dutch, baby. What? I guess she was too embarrassed to tell us that. But damn, I would never pay for no damn first date. Not me. I ain't about hell no. You want to take me out? I need you to ante up, baby. Ante up.
Dating? Yeah, no, never again. Never paid for food again. Never. And that's fine because kind of guy I am essentially. I don't. If I ask you on a date, obviously I'm paying. That's how I feel. I know somebody gonna be like, no, man, I'm cutting it down the middle. No, honestly, if I ask you out, then I have full intention of I'm taking care of them. One of the reasons I did pay for everything other than that is she had told me about her job, her financial situation with student loans. She was very open because she told me about the Nissan Rogue that she was driving. She actually showed me the loan paperwork. And I read over it, and I saw that, you know, she was paying very high interest rate on a truck that really wasn't worth it. I mean, she was getting paid, she was paying 3 times what the truck was worth. Not to mention paying student loans, getting up, going to work every day. And actually, like some of the supplies for her job, she was buying herself.
This is when he showed me a letter from Chase with the Chase logo at the top, stating that he had been approved for a mortgage
Well, this is long, y'all. Y'all wanna do this video, his interview another day, because honey, it's a 2-hour video, honey, and we've already been on for 3 hours. Do y'all want to break his? Let's not listen. We're gonna break his interview down tomorrow. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go find it and I'm gonna take out the back and forth, and I'm just gonna show his interview of what he was saying. Okay. Are y'all okay with that? Because I do not want to stay on here for 5 hours just talking about him, honey. Okay? So we're going to cut it here. Tomorrow is going to be his interview, what he got to say about her interview. Okay? We're going to look at him, check him out. I got the name of the person that broke the interview down. No, this might be the person that did the interview. Well, I'll find out for you. She said, tomorrow I need to get ready for the lives. Yes. Okay. So we're going to close out here talking about this story. Again, I want to give a shout out to those that sent me a super sticker. Let me give you another shout out because y'all know I love to say thank you. Livia, I appreciate you so much. Shanita, thank you for renewing your membership. Imperial Glam, thank you for 6 months, baby. $19.99 super sticker for Shanita. Again, Shanita. Woo, child. Shanita, look at you. Marley, thank you for 6 months, baby. Appreciate you. Ruthana, that's Glam Girl. Thank you, girl. Shannon, thank you for 4 months, baby. Lynn Ross, thank you for the super sticker and for being a 6 months member. Joyce, thank you for your 5 months. I appreciate you. Rachel, as always, I appreciate you, Rachel. Olivia. Ooh, Olivia's showing out. Ooh, Olivia. Look at you. I don't know which one, Shanita or Livia. Which one is my top sponsor? It looked like both of y'all. Hold on. Let me see. I'll break it down in a minute. Then we got Doris over here. Thank you, Doris Baker, for becoming a new member. I appreciate you. Tinkers, thank you, girl, as always. Appreciate you. Rose, thank you, Carmel Cutie. Appreciate that super sticker. Ashley, love you back always. Thank you so much. Let me see who is the top sponsor. It is between Shanita and hold on one second. It looked like it might be Livia. Hold on one second. Yeah, it's Livia, y'all. It is Livia. Well, wait a minute. Hold on. Am I getting mixed up? Yeah, it's Livia. It's Livia. Everybody give a huge thank you for Livia for being the top sponsor. I'm going to go ahead and do yours right now because sometimes I be waiting and I be messing it up, Chad. Everybody give a huge shout out to Olivia for being today's show top sponsor. Appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, Carmel Cutie and Ashley again for coming up. Let me go on and do it right now. How you spell your name, baby? I know you spell a little different. Lydia, are you still here, baby? She probably done dipped out on us, honey. Lydia. All right, got you covered, baby. It is going on the board. It is going on the board, baby. I hope I spelled your name right. Is that 2 L's or is that I-L? Olivia. You know what? I think I just spelled your name wrong. I got to go back and fix it. Because that's an I, isn't it, y'all? An I-L, Olivia. Lydia, how you spell your name, baby? She gonna be like, can you read? I think that's an I. Let me go back and check it. It's Olivia. Right? Anyway, let me change it. I think that's an I. I think that is an I. All right, I got you covered. Thank you so much, babe. She said you have a new Cash App. So I have what you call another route. Another route to pay Cash App. Let me drop the link. Oh, pin. Look at the pinned link. Look at the pinned link, Deborah. Let me check it right quick because I would like y'all trying to send me money. And it says failed. I see 1, 2, 3 people tried to send me something and it says failed. Okay. I don't know why it's saying failed. Why it's saying failed? Because I fixed it yesterday, y'all. And I got some. She said, I'm trying to Cash App you. I know I see it saying failed. She said, I tried and it took me around the world. I see it and it says 1, 2, 3 people that it failed. But 2 people went through. She said, unsure if mine went through. I see 2 people's went through and 2 people it said fail. So hold on, let me find out. It just says, I wonder why it works sometime and sometime it don't. Rose Maxie, I see yours just said fail too. Oh, now it says succeed. It said failed and then it said succeed. So I see yours, Rose Maxie. You just sent it through. Tell them what did you just did because it said failed and then all of a sudden it changed. Tell them what you just did, Rose, to make it go through. Because I do see 2 people's went through just now. And 1, 2, 3 people's failed. She said, let me try again. Hold on. Okay. She said, unsure if mine went through the link. Let me try to put this up and see if you guys can scan this. See if y'all can scan that for me. I don't know why it works sometime and sometime it don't. That's crazy. I ain't gonna be liking that. Sometime it work, sometime it don't. Sometime it work, sometime it don't. Sometime it work. She said, I just sent to see if it works. Yes, I do. I see yours. It said fail, Rose, and then it went through. Yeah, we playing our games tonight, girl. We playing our games and we playing bingo, honey. I'm letting y'all know, child. Yes, we are, child. We playing our games tonight on the next live, not this one. We're going to end this live. And for those that want to play bingo, we just started bingo. And we're going to do our spin the wheel game too, because some people love to spin the wheel. But some people, y'all was showing out last night on bingo, honey. We played fake bingo for about 3 hours. It was funny. But we're going to play real bingo tonight. You hear me? Look at Miss Foxy. Miss Foxy said, yay! Oh. She said it worked for me. Let me see. Okay, Ashley, yours say incomplete. I got yours, Talonda. Thank you. Oh, it said it's incomplete because you have to it said you waited too long to authorize it. That's what it said on my end. It says incomplete because you waited too long to authorize the transaction, whatever the hell that means. I have no idea. I don't know if they give you 10 seconds. Oh, it went through. I got yours, Ashley. It says success. I guess you have to push approve right away, I guess. Because it said incomplete and it said because you waited too long to authorize the transaction. That's what it said. She said, I use the link. Make sure they are choosing a payment method and email. Okay, this is what Rose saying. So for the 3 people that says failed, it said that you waited too long to authorize the transaction. I don't know if it's the second or what. I don't know what that means. But I got yours, Talonda, baby. Appreciate you. And I got yours, Ashley. I got yours. And I got yours, Rose. I got it. I got it. And I got yours. Who is this? I think that's Shawan. Well, maybe I shouldn't say the name. Yes, Ashley, it works. I got it, baby. Thank you so much. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the support. Sorry that we got to go a different route, but I appreciate y'all. But y'all already know what it is. I ain't trying to like have somebody else, the haters, want to be mad and call the from what I'm hearing from people that have done this, said that they can call Cash App on you. What? Really? Now they don't know my Cash App handle, honey. They do not know my Cash App handle. It is not in my name, baby. So now play with it. Okay. Oh, hold on. Okay. Thank you. I got your man. Oh, let me just respond back. Okay. Okay. So anyway, y'all, I'm going to end it here. Tomorrow, we will be covering what this dude got to say about this whole saga, okay? And I'm going to come right back, and we're going to play our games, okay? So let me end here, because I don't want the two mixed together. This is my live for this story and whatever other little things that we talk about. But on my next live, which is going to come in a few minutes, y'all make sure y'all come back. You hear? Go get your friends and tell them we about to play some games up in this mofo. Love y'all. Thank y'all so much. Come right back. Talk to y'all later. Bye.